Trust the profits. We are here in the cocktail lounge. For those who do abide, I am here. I am the
Yes.
formula, and I am over here with Sean Patrick Nolan. Sean, how's it going today?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I am doing well. We just had a week off of the lounge, and man, I could really use a lounge fix right now. I tell
Yeah,
you,
absolutely, my friend. I'm ready to get back. Exactly.
ready to get back. Yeah, totally,
Amen.
totally. No, it's exciting to be back. It's exciting to be back at Woodbine. The last time we were here was 2 weeks ago, and I think we tripled our budget.
We tripled. Yes, we did. Yeah.
We
So we're
tripled
excited
down
to
on
get
it.
back.
Always good to see. Always fun. Giving back to the people.
Amen.
Giving back to
Yep.
ourselves, maybe. Who knows?
Absolutely.
So yeah, we've got race one here. We've got 11 minutes to post. How do you want to work this? Usually I come in and
Yeah.
it's pretty easy. I just start reading through past performances and people fall asleep and I put together a losing bet, but we can do it differently today. I mean, we can.
No, you're gonna lead us off and you're gonna get us into a positive right away.
So that's what we'll do differently. I'll win this time. That's
Yes,
what's going to be
exactly. That would be great. Exactly.
I love
Just
the
like
plan.
you did last week. You did last week in the lounge. So exactly.
That's
so,
true. That's
so
true.
so you were just going to carry that momentum with you.
All right. Why don't you tell us what this race is all about? Race one, no scratches.
No scratches. We got 5.5 furlongs, claiming 15,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. 3-year-olds. And just a quick hello to Bobby and Gatekeeper and Bob and Todd. Everybody's in the house already. Love to see y'all.
Yeah. Guys, good to see you all. Always nice to see. We got a Bob and a Bobby, Gatekeeper, Todd. Yeah, always got to give throwouts to the guys who join early. We love to see it. We've got bets in here early. Gatekeeper's got the 5-6.
Yep.
First bet Bobby's got 5-2 with 7-6 exacta box. Bob Jackson, hello to you. Top picks there, 5, 6, and 3. And Todd, $2 with 5, 7, and 2, 6 exacta box, adding the 3 for $1 try, 7, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got people who are live in here. We got 9 minutes to post. It looks like I'm going to have the first bet.
Yep.
Danger zone, people. Danger zone. Before we kick that off, though, I think it'd be remiss if I didn't throw a few drops out.
And the Oscar goes to
Sean Patrick Nolan, who's going to kick us off with race one in terms of telling us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah. So we got the 15 non-winners, fillies and mares, non-winners of 3. And just by the way, folks, we might have a special guest tonight throughout our program.
Yes.
We don't know yet. It's a little. We will see. And but if we have that person, we'll be very happy. Okay. Absolutely. So here we go. All right. So in this race, look at the selection of those guys. 1, 3, 7, 6, 5. They are all over the board in this race.
All over.
Okay. So my top pick was indeed the 5.
Okay.
Executive Success. Marty Drexler and Rafael Hernandez. Ran last time in allowance, claiming 49 winners of 3. Okay, and this is against 454, Go Giffen, and Whiskey and Ice. This is not that group. And he was going way too high on that list, and ran a very good turf race. And in the non-winners of 2, ran wire to wire. I think look at the bullet work, 1 out of 87. I think this horse is right back where he should with the right level. And I think Raphael is going to give this horse a very good ride. For all those who don't know, Sahin Savachi has left Woodbine and has now gone to New York. So that will open up some amounts for some people, which is big. Sahin, wish you all the best of luck, my man. Exactly. So I think this is going to be a very strong ride for Raphael. My second pick in this race was the 7, McGill, Darwin Barak, and Fraser Abley. Has run 2 very solid races, 2 solid seconds in a row, and was gaining both times. Can't believe those horses 6-1 right now. That's a little bit ridiculous, but that will come down. Something tells me, but this horse is definitely right in there. Notice it's owned by Wendy Anderson of Assiniboia fame. The trainer, this is that she owns this one. So that would be interesting. And the third horse, I had a little bit of a price here for like underneath. I'm Tenacious, Michael Mateen and Austin Adams, the one. This horse dropped down from 23 to 15. Three races ago, almost stole it on the lead, and last time was wider on the turn, but still held on for fourth right at the end. I think maybe for a price, maybe this horse could get into third. So my top three was 5, 7, and 1.
Wow. All right. We're a bit different on this.
That's what makes it great. Yeah.
That's what makes it great. I'm afraid to be the first to pick, because you know what that means. If we're completely different and I pick, your picks are all of a sudden going to come in and win the show, right? But yeah, I'm going to run through this real quickly. My top horse here is the number 6, currently at 4-1. I've got almost a unanimous first ranking on that horse here. I've got him as a gate to wire threat. Definitely a pace setter. He's going to get pressured by the 5. No two ways about it. The 5 is going to be there for the pressure. My next horse up I have is, let me make sure I got the right order here. Yeah, is the 5. I don't necessarily like the overall speed figures, but this horse has jumped around a lot. This horse was trained by Safi down in GP for a while.
It was,
He's got some GP numbers in there as well, but his numbers on Tapeta are really strong, which obviously is going to be helping here in Woodbine. My number 3 horse is the Deuce, the second horse. Number 2, Reach for the Top, which is a horse I don't see a lot of people picking here. And at 9-1, I really like the price here. So yeah, I have 5 minutes to consider this. And I don't know, should we wait for the cause to chirp in here? I don't know. Should we? Yeah. So the 2 is going to be a bit of a closer. I think there could be a pace battle here between the 5 and the 6. Maybe the 7 joins in on that as well. He's going to apply some pressure. I think the 2 is going to be one of those horses that could come from behind and steal a piece. He's definitely going to be more of a closer here than the rest of the horses. The 3, maybe even more so of a closer, but he's going to be further back, if I'm honest with you here. I think I'm going to hit the button here, and I'm going to send in my order.
Love it.
All right, going to keep it. Let's see here. Jack the key box with the 6. Should I do the 6 or should I do the 2? I feel safest with the 6. I'll do.
Okay, there you go.
2 and 5. So that would normally cost you $4, but I'm going to do it for $2, which is going to be a total of 8. So as we usually do, you know, we don't go crazy. We're testing the waters. We could go crazy here because it's only 7 races and we got $100 budget, but I'll let us save it for later.
Okay.
So there you go. I'm gonna hit the enter button there. I'm gonna highlight one of these guys. There we go. Facebook just popped in twice. 6 with 2 and 5. So I'm ignoring Sean, unfortunately, other than the 5. 1 and 7. If the 1 and 7 get in the place here, then it's going to completely screw me up. And Sean's going to be like, well, I told you so. But there it is. It's my bet. And I'll deduct it from the totals. James, Everest this weekend.
Yeah, the richest turf race in the world. Yeah, hi, James. Thanks, my friend.
What else we got in here?
Big one. And then
let it ride, brother. Let it ride.
Yeah. And then we're just a couple of weeks away from the Melbourne Cup, and they'll have an American entry of Billy Mott and Junior and Johnny Velasquez. So that would be
right. Which horse is entering in? I forgot which horse is entering in.
It's P. Means a P. Why am I forgetting Billy Mott?
Why am I Parchment Party? Is that who
Parchment Party. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he will be running in the Stevie G. Hey, speaking of our man riders up, Tim, how are you, buddy?
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Let's go crazy.
Love it.
It's not Prince, but it'll have to do.
I love it.
He's wearing something close to purple.
Yeah. We got James
And
Laverne with us. How are you, James?
Tim,
Hey,
we
James.
passed the 2-minute mark, so you know what that means. I could probably trim that by 5 seconds, but we'll work with
The
it.
attack of the calls.
Love it.
I'm pretty proud of that drop, by the way.
1 minute to
so.
pose. Let me remind myself here of the formulas bet. Exact the key box 6 with the 2-5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Hopefully
am.
we avoid the 5. Yeah.
Formula, you ready? I am 6'5", 2'7".
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I am seriously 6'5", 2'7".
Sean was what 5'17", 5'71".
5'7".
They're heading forward to the starting gate. I'm Tenacious has drawn the inside. We
Love
open
it,
our week of
different.
racing at the distance
right, guys,
of
let's get
5.5 furlongs.
I
from
kind of
Newfoundland
like this
here.
too. I mean, this
7
two
decided
one
on
back
Thursday,
races early
8
on, and
on
then one on the
Friday,
turf. I
11
don't know
on
what they
both
were doing
Saturday
there,
and
but
Sunday
right
with
back. This horse
stakes.
has never lost on the
Very
Sunday.
interesting. The Ontario
Yeah.
Derby,
Right?
South Ocean
Hey,
Stakes.
Jenny
Cross
Mac.
King, they're moving up.
And
He's
we're
got-
For the top
dropping
has
Right.
gone
not,
to
uh,
gate
We're
number
the
2.
7 win on the 7
And coming
win
forward to the
crossing the
line
4.
is
Good
Might
luck.
Be Trouble, continuing to get good support.
What's
as
up,
the
Bob
five.
Jackson?
Executive
What's up, everyone?
Success.
We're
Executive
all here for the
Success
first race.
now
When's
at
the last
odds
time
on.
that's happened?
Might
I
Be
know.
Trouble has gone in.
What's up, Jenny?
Shooting Amy to gate 4.
Jenny Mac, Curtis Stinnett, welcome,
Jenny Mac
welcome.
on the
Pietro
block.
Marini gate 3.
Hey,
David
Curtis.
Marini
Up there.
gate
I miss
4.
James
Todd's
earlier.
in the hope.
Led forward is Executive
Next
Success.
in the house.
Cheers to everybody in the
Woodbine here
cocktail
on Marty
lounge.
Drexler
Cheers, cheers.
is on the class drop. Saitori
And Sean, would you call this race interesting?
moving in, and the last is McGill to the
Very.
outside. Fraser Abley.
Okay.
Race 1. The fillies and mares almost right. So
Let's win some
McGill
money indeed.
Yeah, first in the
Yeah.
house.
All
On
in.
board.
Firsty in the house.
Off their race, a great start. McGill dipped it a little
Ooh.
bit though, and
Little
now
stumble.
taken a hold of. Going through to the
McGill.
lead is Saitori with Executive Success. They drew out by a length and a half to McGill.
go.
Might Be Trouble in the centre, and on the inside, reach for the top
As we
with
said,
Shoot
those are the
Amy
two
in
going to the
clump of
front.
runners there, and 3 lengths away last is I'm Tenacious. Clearing them well, Saitori
Like where the
stretching
two
right
is.
out to lead by a length and a quarter. Executive Success under a hold nonetheless. Angles off the rail. A couple to Might Be Trouble in third. McGill the outside, and then reach for the top. Making ground, Shootin' Amy. A long way back from the leader, I'm Tenacious. They come down to the 5/16th. Saitori pressured
Yep,
by
six.
Executive Success. The red hot favorite
Yep,
glides
6.
to the front on the outside. 2 lengths away, Might Be Trouble. Shootin' Amy winding up still. And then McGill, I'm Tenacious,
fade.
has made good ground and has come into the extreme outside. Executive Success shot out 2 lengths. Shootin' Amy, this long sustained run is not over, is gaining on the leader. Executive Success in front. Shootin' Amy a length and a half away in second, kicking on.
One of us had the
Executive Success, is in trouble to hold on here. Shootin' Amy coming up on the outside.
Up
And
with
as they
that
come down to the
24-1
wire,
shot.
and Shootin' Amy has got up to win. Shootin' Amy narrowly from Executive Success.
Wow.
2.5 to Might Be Trouble in third. A gap to I'm Tenacious fourth. The time 1
Here's why I was rooting for the 4. Todd says if the 4 shows up, he quits. Goodbye, Todd. Goodbye.
Sorry, Todd.
Johnny
Todd's a man
Mac
of his
had,
word.
yeah, Johnny Mac had the 4 across. Good job, Jenny.
The winner is number 4, Shootin' Amy. 5-second Executive Success. Third 3 Might Be Trouble. And fourth 1, I'm Tenacious. So an upset winner of the opener in a thrilling finish. It's 4-5-3-1, the top 4. The opening quarter in 22 and 2, a half a mile.
Hey,
46 and
Felipe.
1.
I got that out of the way for you.
58 and 4. And the final
Yikes.
time is
What the heck happened to the
1:5:64,
7?
race
7
1.
didn't run at all.
No,
The
well,
7
the
had a
7
bad
watch
start.
right here. Watch after they come out. The 7 stumbles right here. Watch. See?
Right there.
Oh, that's okay. That'll do it.
Bad start.
Mm.
Lost it at the gate.
Went straight to the back, and I think just kind of went even.
Yeah.
I don't think was really asked after that.
Mm.
Jenny Mac is flaunting it. I tell you. If it's not Jenny Mack having a big day, it's Jen Ochoa having a big day in the lounge. I swear. It's
Love
between the two of them, and sometimes it's both. Good job, Jenny Mack.
Great job. David Moran. Showing Pietro how it's done.
You are
Dad's
right.
showing son how it's done still.
Whew. Wow.
24-1. And of course, the last second stable do I switch from the 5 to the 7? Aren't I smart? You know?
Smart. Pretty smart.
No, not at all.
Seven came in last place in that one?
Yeah, last place. Yep. Instead of 5 in second. I've been doing
Speaking
that.
of last place, that's where I had the 4 ranked in all
Yeah.
4 of my formulas. So something got through there. Snuck one past the goaltender. I'm trying to figure. Okay, Class might have been an angle for that horse. I'm trying to do an after action review on the 4 to figure out why I missed it. Class seems
Cross
like
now
the
to
biggest
the
angle.
winner's circle after race
Yeah.
1
Let me see.
with a
Is there any
third
sort of
career
like
success.
trainer
Shoot Amy.
stat?
And 10 starts is now a 3-time winner with a second and a very
trying to
nice
figure out
stretch
this
run
park.
here by the Bay filly, a 4-year-old. She's by Reload. From
Tim,
Newcomer.
were you at
Amy
Keeneland Friday
was
for
driven by
further
Paul
ado?
Buttigieg, raced by the estate. of
I
Paul Buttigieg.
was not
Rick
there
Hayashi,
Friday.
winning
I ended
trainer,
up doing some
winning
things
jockey.
Friday, and then I went
David
Saturday
Mara.
and Sunday. But I did watch that race, and can I just say, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many lengths?
20.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. Wow. And here's the thing. I mean, people are saying there was nobody in that field and this and that. I don't care. If you go back, that is the fastest a horse has won at Keeneland at 2 years old, better than some of the biggest names in the game ever.
Yeah.
So that was a really, really fast race. And here's the thing: the horse coming in so late, they are not going to be coming back for the Breeders' Cup. So it's going to be interesting. This horse isn't even going to be in the juvenile. But I will tell you that people out there are saying that this is your current early. I know it's early, but this is your current early Derby favorite.
The trifecta 453.
Well, let me shed him off.
$463.05.
And look,
Number one,
nobody's. Let me clarify what I'm saying.
Go for it.
That.
It's good
What
conversation. Yeah.
No, I'm not. Nobody's saying that this horse is the favorite for the Derby. What we're saying is when the odds come out next year with the odds for every horse in the race, this will be your favorite. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No,
20,
no.
So here's the thing that doesn't jive with me on this horse. I'll just be devil's advocate here for a moment. So it won by 20 lengths, right? So you can do the math on that for like how many seconds the next horse was behind. What is that like? Oh, geez. I should be able to do the math on this. Go ahead, someone else.
Yep.
Like 4 seconds.
4 seconds, right?
4 seconds. Yep.
He finished with a 143.52, 8.5 furlong, right? One and a 16th. Now Nick's Go holds the record there, the track record for 140.79, and that's usually what I use to judge whether was that an impressive double-digit length win or was it not? So you can round that up to a 141, 143 and a half. So it was only like 2.5 seconds off.
Yeah.
20 lengths sounds way more impressive than 2.5 seconds off of the current track record, in my opinion.
Right.
If you would have brought that down to a 142, piques my interest a little bit more. Not to say not a good horse, not to say all that, but I'm not head over heels for this horse just yet. But of course, a gun runner, Brad Cox, right? You've got all those other intangibles in there as well that do excite me. So, but yeah, Jenny Mack, 4 seconds. Thank you. You did the math for me there. That's what I thought it was, but I couldn't remember it, and I didn't want to speak illy. So yeah, you add to the next horse, Vino Vici, right? So that horse would have come in 147 and a half. Ugh, that's an ugly time. So whoever said that, there was no one else in this race, and yeah, there were 11 other horses in this race, but to their point, none of them were able to even crack the 145s, 146, right? So, just to play a little devil's advocate there and say, am I impressed? Am I not impressed? Now, when Fierceness won, Breeders' Cup. I remember he dropped like a huge number, right? He had a
Yeah.
really big win, Breeders' Cup Juvenile, dropped a
Sure.
huge number. And that's why I could not get off Fierceness for the longest time, despite all of his problems. I kept going back to that Breeders' Cup Juvenile and saying, man, he dropped such a huge time. If he runs his race, he's going to beat anyone. And that's what I kept saying. And I'm not there yet with Further Ado. That's all.
Okay, there you go. And how many times? This is one thing I always say, and I think Tim and you'll agree to. Formula, right?
Yeah.
I think this horse is legit. There's no reason to think this horse isn't. But how many times have we seen that horse come out? With like the big 10, 15 length win. Down the Gulfstream, and they're like, oh, this horse is the next like superstar, and then like 2 races later, just absolutely just can't run anymore.
Yeah. And I will say, go ahead, Formula.
No, I was going to say, usually that horse is trained by Bob Baffert too, right? Cornucopian, Barnes, the list goes on. Every time a horse that Bob Baffert has breaks his maiden, all of a sudden that's the next Triple Crown winner. Go ahead, Tim.
No, what I was going to say is, to your point, I agree to an extent when you start looking at times, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Times are fast when you're in a competitive race and you're being pressed, right?
Yeah.
Go back and watch that race and tell me that horse in the stretch isn't just galloping.
Oh, just galloping.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Effortless. No, effortless. That's what I'm saying.
Never touched with a crop. And I mean, literally, especially from like halfway down the stretch, Irad kind of sets up on him and he's just galloping. And they are not pushing that.
Couldn't have been more impressive.
That was a 1:22 time form, fastest race of the year for a 2-year-old. It's just like there were so many things when you go back and look, and 2-year-olds at that stage as to some of the best ever, the best horses ever, not 2 years old, but some of the best horses ever. This horse outdid some of the great performances they had. So
absolutely,
I just think it's pretty darn strong.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I was there the day for Ted Naffy, who looks like an amazing horse. And I loved the way that he looked up until I saw, the next horse. And it was just like, I just thought that was so much better. I just really do. As much as I like Ted Naffy, I like Further Ado more.
Yeah.
From what I've seen so far. Obviously, we got a long time to go.
We do. And he will be on their Derby trail. We'll see for how long. These things tend to change, right? But it's great discussion for now. Yeah.
Yeah. James asks, where does he go next with him? Tim,
probably to Churchill for the Gold Cup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Jockey Club Gold Cup.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would bet that's where they end up going with Further Ado.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we're going to go to the second race.
Without further ado.
And it's 7.5 furlongs on the inner turf, optional claiming for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Or Ontario sired allowance, which have never won 2 races. 3-year-olds and a field of 8. Formula, who did you like here, my friend? Who did we have in the thing?
Oh, sorry, I was just keeping score of the last race there. All right, so going to get this started here with my top play. Let's see, where is he sitting here in terms of the odds? Hopefully not the favorite. No, he's not. He's drawn 5-1. It is Texas Holiday. I've got this horse having the best last race. If I look at the last 3 races, grades out especially well for me there at the park, especially well for me there, graded out across the rest of the competition. Let's see, in terms of the sire jockey trainer, got him ranked number 2 across the board. In terms of wins in the last 10, I've got him as having the top win of the last 10. The list goes on. I like the race times, like the last race. I love the earnings at the distance for this horse. Looks like he's going to be the pace setter. That's the one thing that scares me about this horse. I think he's going to be the pace setter, but you also have the 5 and the 1. They're going to be pushing the pace. You got the 2 that might also be applying pressure. So that all scares me. If you take pace aside, the 6 to me is the top horse. I'm going to go to another horse that could be applying that pressure, and that's the 2. That is my second horse, currently at 2-1, Celebrity Row. Texas Holiday was the 6. 2, Celebrity Row is my next horse. Hold on, my screen is on the fritz here. Okay, we are back. Jockey Trainer Sire is number 1 for me with this horse.
Yep.
What was the sire on this horse here? Oscar Performance?
Oscar, baby.
I don't know if I've heard of that sire before.
No, yeah, he's new.
And the Oscar goes to
It does ring a bell, actually.
Yeah, he's new to the game.
Next to the 6, I have him as the classiest horse, second to best last race. I've got him getting closer to the pace. I think last time he did set the pace, but usually he sits 1 to 2 lengths off, which in a pace battle I think might be ideal and might put him above the 6 I gave you, who was my top play. He's got 1 win in 8 races. That 1 win was a gate to wire win. Yeah, all that stuff looks pretty good to me. Attard's the trainer there. All that stuff looks pretty good. I love the odds you're getting on this horse too. And then I'm going to go over to the 5. I still haven't hit the favorite, or the current favorite, I should say. The 5 opening up at 7-2, currently sitting at 9-2. Lady Iona. Lady Iona, if you look at the distance, and we're going 7.5 here on the turf, I've got this horse as the best at that distance, which is kind of a tricky distance. What else can we say about this horse here? Also going to be one of those horses that is going to be applying pressure on the pace. One thing I do worry about here is all 3 of the horses I'm calling out are going to be a little pace aggressive here, and we're getting to the point where you might see a closer such as the 3 kick in, and that's going to be my third play here. The 3 currently at 4-1, opened up at 12-1. We got 14 minutes to see if that's going to come down. The 3, if there's a whole bunch of slop here left over and all these other horses have completely collapsed from a lightning pace, you're going to get a horse like the 3 coming in to mop up the mess, maybe taking over and stealing the race. Yeah. So in order, I'm going to give you the 6, the 2, the 5, and the 3.
Awesome. Love it. And the 3 is now 7-2, by the way.
Wow. Man, it just keeps coming down.
Yep. All right. X picks. All right. My top pick here. Love the 3. Just magnificent. David Moran's already won 1 today. Where the 12-1 morning line came from, I have no idea. Because if you look at this horse, right? Because if you look at this horse, exactly, we look 4 races back. He was on the inner turf. What did he do? Came in second by a length, and then he was on the inner turf last year and came in second by 5 to Rashami, who was a stakes horse. Then he ran in the mile and the almost took it the whole way against Storms of Life and English Jubilee. Both were stakes horses, and almost held on gamely for third. This horse loves the inner track, so I think this horse is going to be very tough here. David Moran already won the first race. Maybe he can say to his son, "Hey, this is how you win a double here, son. Even though you're the leading rider, I can still show you how it's done." So exactly. So I really was a big fan of his and the money shown there. My second pick was the 2 Celebrity Row, Kevin Attard. Really liked the way this horse kind of turned around into the 2 turns. Even the first race had real traffic his first time out, and then was clear sailing this time. Pietro's the master on the front. So this horse could be tough, but there's a lot of other speed in here. But if anyone can do it, it's Pietro. So I thought he was very interesting. And my third pick was the 8 Shade of Pale, Steven Jerkop and Raphael. Steve's done a big job on this horse. Steve's been really on fire lately after a slow start. This horse is run on the inner 4th, 5th, and 4th, but I figure if there's so much speed up there, and I think that's why they're betting this horse. Steve's on fire lately, and also if there's a lot of pace up front, this could be one of the horses, just like the 3 who's trying to pick up the pieces. So I was 3, 2, and 7, and 8. Excuse me, 3, 2, 8.
I thought it was interesting.
Interesting. Hey, Mr. Bias.
Yeah, I'm looking for the drop. I know.
I
A
thought it was interesting.
little bit slow there. Sorry about that.
All right. So look, here's the way I approach this race as I started going through and looking. We're going 7.5 on the inner. So obviously a two turn 7.5 distance. A little bit different, being 2.5 at a sprint, which I think the 2 turns makes it not a sprint. It's more like a route. So, but we are at non-winners of 2. So I'm going back and looking at the win that everybody has, as I always do. And I do kind of like the Oscar performance, baby, here, the 2 celebrity row a little bit. But look, this one, it took 8 races for her to finally break through. And she just did that, just beat maidens. And it took 8 races to get there. And I just think that this is a pretty big step up against some horses that have run against much better, particularly a horse like the number 3, who has even raced in stakes races and you know, only beaten in there, even though 5th, only 2 3/4 lengths. So I do think that that this is a much tougher field, and it's going to be harder for the 2. Still could get underneath for a piece, and I do have that horse 3rd. The 3, I looked at this one long, and I just couldn't get there. And the thing is, I just think that this horse wants more distance. Does have the 1.7 furlong on the synthetic, but the 1 win was on the synthetic. This horse is always one of those who is always a bridesmaid and never a bride. Just consistently finishes underneath. And I don't think that this one going back to the turf, by the way, the trainer here going synthetic to turf is over. So right now it's just like I'm looking for a horse I can get behind. I do think the 5 is going to be your pace setter in here. If you look at the speed in that last mile in the 16th race, this horse went 22:46. In a mile and mile in the 16th. But I look at the 6 horse and I just see better overall races, better speed figures, and this horse doesn't go that fast. So I think the 5 might be the speed in here, but I've got the 6 on top. I think the numbers on the 6 make a whole lot of sense. That this horse is going to like the cutback. I think this horse is going to prefer the 7.5 distance here on the inner. And if you go back and look at the races that the horse has run, the maiden was here on the inner. It was routing, but went gate to wire. As a matter of fact, this horse is always up front early on. And I don't think it's drawn in by the 5, just may sit off of that. You know, Marty Drexler knows how to ride. The fact that he's getting up on the horse, I think, is another move forward for this horse. So I like the 6 a whole lot. And then for my second pick, I had the 8 horse that Sean talked about, Shade of Pale. This is the one, I think you've got a lot of horses in here that want to be up front, forwardly placed. This is the one horse to me that is going to be closing more than anybody. It wouldn't surprise me if this is the horse that's at the back of the pack early on. So that you're going to have enough speed to run at here. I don't think the distance is enough for Shade of Pale to get up for the win, but I think if the pace is as contested up front, I do like the staying power of the 5. This horse has proved that if you go back and watch some of those races, even being pressed, the speed figures are good enough to say that even when pressed, this horse is going to pull it out in the end. And actually, if you look at a couple of those races, the horse was pulling away in the end, especially in that maiden breaking effort. So I've got it 6.8. I did put the 2 underneath. I do think one that is a little bit interesting in here at maybe like a much bigger price. It is potentially, believe it or not, when you look at all of these horses, I think the 7's another one that might close and move forward.
Oh yeah.
You look at this horse has only had 2 races on the turf. They both don't look good. Okay. But if you look at the last one, it was 6.5 sprinting. And then you go back to the one before that early on, it was 6.5 sprinting last year. So definitely will need to move forward, but I think there's enough speed in here. If you look at the last few races on the synthetic, this horse has been closing up. And I think that there's so much speed in here that the closers are going to benefit from that. And that's another one who could finish underneath.
Yeah. It's just which speed horses are going to hang on and which closers are going to
exactly. And there's so much speed. I'm looking for a better ride. You know, the reason I went with the 6, like I say, one of the things here with Flores getting back up for Marty Drexler, it's like I just think that this is the horse for me based on those two that I want better than anybody else. They hit 20% in over 100 races. So
Yeah.
and their turf sprint move, just racing in turf sprints, you know, that's 20%. So they've got a positive ROI and all of that, a positive ROI together. I just think that combo with Marty Drexler and putting Flores up, that it just makes a lot more sense.
Sure. Yeah.
It'll be interesting because the one we haven't talked about is also so pace forward. None of us like the one, but that's also a horse that's going to be pushing. It could be the 5 and the 1, with the 6 being a little bit further off the pace in this race.
And we didn't talk about the 1, another one I think who is on the pace. I did talk a little bit about the 5, but you know, we didn't, there was somebody else who in here, wasn't there?
The 4 is another closer.
No, the 4 is going to be mid pack most likely. But it's just, I just think that there's so much up front, and I'm just hoping that Marty knows that and puts the 6 in the right spot.
Yeah, it's about half and half.
I just when I like the route to sprint angle. When you see a horse like this consistently, like up there cutting the speed figures and then just like loses it late, and now we go shorter, I like that move.
Which horse did you like on the route to sprint?
I like the 6 more than the 5. I just think the 6, and you know, I think the 6's numbers are a little bit better. I mean,
Trainer's 14% route to sprint.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers are a little bit better route to sprint the 5. I just don't like the 5 as much. And
I'm with you. I agree. Now the 6 is the favorite, but it moved again.
What were your numbers in order, Sean, please?
My numbers were 3, 2, and 8.
3, 2, 8. I knew you had 2 and 8. The 3 is the one.
And can I just say again? Can I just say this again? Look at this: 8 to 1, 7 to 2, 4 to 1, 6 to 1, 4 to 1, 7 to 1, 5 to 1. Welcome to Woodbine, folks. Good luck singling in this one.
Well, and you know what I think is funny here, Sean is absolutely right. The morning line on the 3 is wrong. But when I handicap without morning lines. I pegged the 3 as being the favorite in this race.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And right now is the second choice and almost there.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 minutes. Let me put something together here.
Well, there you go.
So while you think of that, I'm just going to remind you guys we're closing in on the 2-minute mark.
Yep.
All right, now we're at the 2-minute mark. We see how the cause have impacted, and the 6 is currently favorite.
Hey, little Squishy, how are you, my friend? Got 387, $5 double. Good luck, little Squishy. Single to 4 in the first race. Javier loves the 7.
All right, full of 7s.
All right,
single
guys,
to 4 first race. Wow, that's well done.
Nice,
little Squishy.
Wow.
All right, I want to get this in 2 minutes for those that want to play along with us here. I'm going to play a $2 exacta key box. I'm keying the 6 with the 238. So that'll be a $12 wager.
Love it.
So we'll be 6 with the 238 in an exacta key box.
Okay. So you're thinking the 5 will fade?
I really do. That's what I'm banking on here.
Okay.
Yeah. The next rate with you, 268 box.
So did Tim tell you where I was Friday, Dennis Trusty?
I had to post bail for Dennis. No.
Nice.
Again.
Dennis was slumming at Keeneland.
Wow.
Slumming at Keeneland.
He wore his Louisville Cardinals shirt, Zach, and they threw him out.
let me take 12 more out of our bankroll here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to delete this Tuesday Night Lights banner, make it easier. We don't have to worry about that one for a while.
Why am I confused here? Single four first race, but then Dennis is saying brutal beat. I thought it got there. Lost by a nose, but the 4-1.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about a different track? What's going on here?
Yeah. The Dennis watches 19 tracks at once, so you never know which track he's watching.
I mean, I just looked and I do see race 1 at Woodbine. Shooting Amy won $50.40 on the win. So congrats to those people.
By the way, did anyone see at Keeneland today? Did those exactas seem kind of low in those two races where the bombs on top of bombs? And like, I thought the exactas would be like $800, $900. There's only like one was like $2 and the other one was like $4 or $5. I was like, but that's for $2. Like, you see that today, Tim? There was some bombs in Keeneland today.
I did not see any of the racing today. I was really busy at work.
Yeah. One was like 48-1 over 70-1. I was like, what the?
I've got to tell my work.
Away sharply on the inside with Spellcheck grabbing that lead. Texas Holiday and driving forward is also Celebrity Row as they settle into stride. Handy is Lady Iona, the outside of Spellcheck as well as they turn. They got away about a length and a half. In behind them is Bound to Be True at the back, Shade of Pale, and on the inside is Crystal Air, and just ahead of them is
so much for 6 lane off
Texas
the pace.
Holiday, cruising along in the early stages.
John, I'll tell you,
Flying up in second, Lady Iona.
Similar
margin, Spellcheck, and again about a length behind them is Celebrity Row. Bound to Be True the outside, and 3 abreast, Shade of Pale in the center, Crystal Air, and on the inside now last, Just Magnificent. That's the running order with about 7 or 8 lengths covering them.
He's running away.
Further ahead now, Texas Holiday
Wow.
opens the lead to 4 lengths. In second placing is Lady Iona, 3.5 left to run. A length and a half now, 2 lengths away. Spellcheck from Celebrity Row, Bound to Be True, Shade of Pale, Crystal Air, and last, Just Magnificent. Coming after this leader, however, is Lady Iona. Texas Holidays lead is down to a length. Lady Iona bounding up. A couple away, running on well is Celebrity Row. Round Spellcheck, a long gap, Bound to Be True. Inside the quarter, Texas Holiday from Lady Iona and Celebrity Row coming at them down the center and making ground from the back. Bound to Be True as they come down the lane. Celebrity Row and Lady Iona go up to hit the front, and out behind them, Bound to Be True. Celebrity Row in the lead. Coming home is Bound to Be True down the outside. The danger, Bound to Be True. Celebrity Row and Bound to Be True. And as they come down to the wire, Bound to Be True gets up to win by about a half a length to Celebrity Row. Spellcheck, and out wide was Just Magnificent.
The 7 is the one that I was worried about closing up.
How far back was the 3? My God, the 3 made up like 20 lengths in the lat. It was so far back. All right, a little squishy. Nice job.
I thought the 8 would be further back than the 3 for sure.
Yeah. 3 flew. You may have even gotten 3rd somehow. No.
4th.
Yeah. But that was okay. Look at Jenny Mack. Jenny Mack is just taking Woodbine by storm. Look at that. 20, the exacta and unbelievable.
That's a hell of an exacta.
Bound to
Triple
Be
digits.
True, 2 seconds. Celebrity Row, a photo for show. The first quarter.
Nice job, Jenny.
So here's what I will say in a post-race analysis. We're all geniuses.
122 and 4. The time 129.56. Number 1 is third. Spellcheck. Over 3, Just Magnificent.
That's what I was trying to figure out, and I thought the 6 may do that, and he didn't, and that's why he faded badly. But 6 faded, 5 faded, all the speed faded. But if you look at the 2 shows speed, and it looks like the 2 has several races being 1s up front. But I did not expect for the 2 to take back like the 2 did there. So that definitely made a huge difference in how, and how that played out. The 7 is the one that did everything I expected. That's the one I added in late that I had 4th, that I said I was worried about this one closing up. Didn't show anything in the 2 races early on turf, but definitely closed hard in the last 2.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the 1 to be there. I thought of all the early speed, the 1 was going to fade.
Yeah, I did not expect the 1 at all. The 7 I thought could close for a piece. I didn't think that horse would win.
No.
Nah, neither did I.
I had the 2 to win in place.
And,
Oscar
and
baby.
11 to win. There you go. Sean had the Oscar baby. Shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker. Shocker. Exactly.
Shocker to everyone. Sean, the only thing that would shock me about an Oscar baby is if you don't have the horse across the board.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be very telling of that horse.
I remember I was down in Keeneland and Tim, we were walking around and someone comes up and he says, Spin, what do you think of this Oscar horse? I said, I'm not using them. I said,
Avoid at all costs.
exactly. He's like, okay, I'm definitely not using them now. Came in eighth. Came in eighth.
All right, guys. I am going to check out here. I'll probably see you for, I'm guessing, the last 2 races, maybe the last 3 if things work out properly. But
Okay.
Best of luck in the middle section
Thank
here.
you.
And I hope everyone else in the chat section has good luck too. See ya.
Thank you.
See ya.
See you, buddy. All
Good
right.
job to Jenny and Bobby and James and everybody that hit this thing, whoever it was.
Yes.
Congrats.
All right.
Big
While
hit.
we have a second here, Tim, okay, I will catch you up on the day's events, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go, Tim. So I got to get your opinion on this,
Heading
okay?
to the winner's circle is bound to
Let
be
me
true
take
with that victory
Robert
today. Has
Geller's
broken
voice
that
off
run.
here.
Well,
Great ride by
I'm
Jose
not a very-
Campos.
I'm not a very opinionated guy, though, Sean.
I know, exactly. Okay, here we go, Tim. Okay, so in the second race at Keeneland today, okay, the winner was Wrong Shoes, paying $91.86 to win. Okay, and exactly. Second was the 5 that paid $41 to place.
Wow.
Okay, the exacta for $1 was $286. That should be much more than that. But wouldn't you agree?
That's why calls.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying that.
The calls hammered the exacta. I mean, that's the thing, is that they weren't in the win pools to reflect in the win and place payout.
Right.
But they actually hammered that exacta, and that's why it paid so low.
Yeah, and then
you're seeing this a lot more. I think they're a lot more in the exacta and tri pools than people think that they are, and they don't necessarily want to tip their hands with some of these bigger price horses.
Yeah, got it.
James, the real robbery is not the payout of the exacta. It's that it's lower because most of that pool, regardless of how low it looks, most of the pool is going to the calls.
Yeah.
That's what's the real robbery. They're stealing from us. And you know, unfortunately, I'm gonna you might want to make sure that you come back later when this is recorded and online and copy this and screenshot it, because it's probably the first negative thing I've ever said about my favorite track. But right now, of all the places that are doing things to try to make things a little bit more apparent by keeping the calls out of the win pool past 2 minutes, I think tracks need to go further. But my favorite track, Keeneland, they've done nothing so far, and the odds are changing drastically. And look, I don't mind win place betting, but I'm not going to put win money on a 3 to 5 horse. I just think it's a poor value bet.
Absolutely.
But a couple of times so far, I bet horses that I thought were going to win and that were 2, 3 to 1, which I think is an okay bet. And they end up being 3 to 5, 1 to 5. And it's ridiculous. And that shouldn't happen with that much money coming in to be able to change. And especially when the pools are as large as they are at Keeneland. Look at how much money it takes to drop the odds that much. The amount of money coming in late is ungodly. It's wrong.
Yeah. No, I agree. All right, so we go to the third race, my friends, here. See if Jenny can stay 3 for 3 today. She's doing incredible. Okay, we go to the third race here. And here. Okay, third race, 7 furlongs, maiden 10,000. For maiden fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. And we have the 4 has been scratched in the Cheyenne, but we do have still a full field of 10 here. Tim, who did you like here, my friend?
Okay. This is just going to be one of those. So last race, I had a few horses that had some odds, and trying to do something here, trying to beat the chalk a little bit, but I'm not going to run away from it here. As a matter of fact, I'm running towards it. I'm running towards the light.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to Marty Drexler again, though, Sean, and I'm gonna go to the 10 Naughty Destiny.
yeah.
I just think that this horse makes the most sense in this race. Again, we're at a maiden 10 level. This horse has definitely been racing against much better. Almost got it done last time at the 14 level, but with the drop, I just think that eventually they're going to find the right spot, and this is it. And that last one was really close. My second pick in here, I'm going to go to the horse who was third to that one in the last race. And that was off a bit of a layoff. So this one was coming in off a layoff since July. And the works didn't show anything impressive, but came in and was 8th early and then finished third, beating 4.5 lengths. But I just think that the horse needed that race, running back at the exact same distance. So they're repeating back distance. They're repeating Rafi. Rafi stays aboard, which I think is a really good sign.
Yes.
We're getting 4-1 on this horse right now, Sean. And I think that, to me, that's a pretty solid exacta 10-7. After that, I went back and forth trying to pick where I was going to go for my underneath play. And I ended up on the 5 Fedorova. This is one that should be a little bit higher. I don't think we're going to be 1, 2, 3 in the odds. I think this one's going to be a little bit of value here. But if you look, this one has not run the distance, hasn't run the 7 furlongs, has been racing mainly 6 furlongs. Last time went 6.5, and really moved forward in a big way last race. The numbers popped up, ran a much better race than what she has been running. And I think that if she continues to improve here, that she's got a really good shot. She's the one that I think out of everybody in this race has the best closing speed, and she's going to be flying in the lane late. So I like Salas to get this one home for a piece underneath in third. So I'll give you a pretty chalky 10, 7, and 5.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. My top pick here was the 7, Frog in a Pond. I like Carlos Grant and Rafi getting together, 27% together and 11 starts. I really like the 2 races this horse has run. He was really a step slow last time, and that really cost him. He was almost too tired getting too much up. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Hopefully Rafi will get him going in this spot. And like the Polo Management, Carlos Grant team, and Rafi. I think this horse is a very solid, dropping from 15 to 10. I think this is going to be exactly where this horse belongs. My second pick was the 10. I definitely think this is Marty Drexler bringing this horse from 14 to 10. My only hesitation was ever since he's come back, I haven't been a huge fan of the way Slade has been riding. When a couple of years ago, people remember when Slade came up as an apprentice, he was absolutely lights out. This year, he's 5 for 94. He has a lot of thirds. He has a lot of thirds, but he's 5%, which is really surprising for me with Slade. He's a couple of years older and a couple of pounds bigger, but still tall. But still has talent. But that's why I put him second. I just don't like the way he's riding right now. But this horse definitely has a chance. Don't like the post. That's the one thing I did not like, is the post. It was not, but he could definitely overcome that. And then, and who's your third pick there, Tim?
Mine was the 5. If I gave you, if I gave you a 4th number, it would be the 6. The 6 would be my 4th.
Yeah. Okay. Not interesting. I was, So you and I have the same 4. which is interesting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Fedorova, my buddies, John the LeBlancs, this horse ran a big effort last time on the rail at 6.5. And this horse does like a little more ground, a little more real estate. Leo knows this horse very well and rides well for the LeBlancs. They're over 11 this year, but a lot of those are seconds and thirds and stuff like that. So he knows how to get it in the money. So at 8-1, he's extreme value. And then the 6, very collected, Kevin and Tard. For Ivan Dalos was my 4th pick. This horse is dropping way down in class, and be interesting to see how this horse runs by 7-2. So.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that I noted on the drop was, so you look at the odds on the 6 and the 5, and the reason that I took the 5 over the 6 is you go 3 back in that race for the 6 and the 5, and you see that they were in the exact same race. The odds on the 5 were much higher, and the odds on the 6 were, you know, only 5-1. Yet in that race, the 5 was up front, and even though it was fading, finished well ahead of the 6 there. Not well ahead, a couple lengths, but you know, I just think that one position and a couple of lengths, but it was better in that race, and I think that this horse has definitely moved forward a little bit and is headed in the right direction to where the 6 is lightly raced and should be improving, but the numbers just don't show that.
Yeah. And there's Johnny LeBlanc right there. Yep. Hey, Mark, Betty, how are you, bud? Great to see you. Says the number 7 looks well.
Yeah, Mark, 7 is Sean's top pick and my second pick. We both like the 7 quite a bit. And if you look right now, Sean, the 7 and the 10 are both 7-2, although the 10 is taking a little bit more money, so is your actual favorite. But the odds on both of them are the same right now. And when you're looking at exacta probables right now, the lowest in the pool is a 7-10 with the 7 on top is paying about 12-1. The 10-7 is paying 20 cents more.
Yeah, right.
But still, that's a pretty good payout for your top 2 favorites in a 10-horse race.
Absolutely. Yeah, great to see you, Mark. Hope all's well over there. Always love to have you. Yeah, this is an interesting race for sure. Frog in a Pond looks good.
Yeah, now the 7-10 exacta is paying the exact same thing both ways.
Yeah, both ways.
People just boxing it up, Sean.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Yeah, and Tim, what do we have coming up at Keeneland this weekend? Any big races coming up at Keeneland?
To be completely honest, Sean, I've been so busy I haven't even looked.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up right now while we're talking. So
yeah,
see what's on tap. I mean, normally the Saturday cards are pretty good, but once we get into the third week, which we start next week, the quality of the overall races as far as graded stakes and some of the bigger races, that goes down a little bit, but don't minimize, the quality of the horses there. And I will say that you can definitely get some really good payouts. So we do have a stakes race at 7 furlongs on the dirt on Saturday. That's race 6. That's the Perryville Stakes. And then we also have the Raven Run Stakes, which is another 7 furlongs on the dirt.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So the Raven Run, we've got, got some horses like Ragtime and, Quiet Side and Simply Joking in there. So some horses that we saw on the Oaks Trail earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Some pretty big horses there. So, and then the Perryville is the boys. And let's see who's in there. Gaming, Barnes, Owen Almighty, Captain Cook.
Nice race indeed. So
pretty good field. That's a really good field. Only 6 horses for that one. The other race has the Raven Run has a much bigger field. They've got also eligibles all the way up to 15. So they will have a full field in that race. But wow, the Perryville Gaming and Barnes and Owen Almighty. I like it, Bob. Bob Baffert sending 2 of them out there. He's sending Gaming and Barnes against each other. That's a little unusual.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But Captain Cook has been running well and is your morning line 6-5 favorite.
Absolutely. Yeah. Captain Cook.
I read him right in that one for Todd Pletcher.
Yeah, absolutely. Bobby D's got 7-10-3 with 6. Good luck, Bobby. All right, Tim. I already know my play.
All right.
Do a $2 exact key box 7 with the 5, 6, 10.
Another $12 wager.
Yep. There you go. You have Ray going right along with me.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Everybody's got pretty much the same. 7 over 10, 5, 6. 7 over 10, 6, 5.
Right. For those next week, I will actually be in that very paddock that you're watching right now. So look for me. I'll be waving to everybody up there.
What days will you be up there, Sean?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Breeders' Crown, which is the Breeders' Cup for harness racing, is at Woodbine Mohawk this year on Friday and Saturday. So I will be up there for those 2 events, but I will be there on Thursday night first for Woodbine's card. It looks like a nice night up there tonight.
It does.
Probably a little cold, judging by the outriders there.
59.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, yep. Yeah, when that sun starts to go down in October at Woodbine, it can be mighty chilly. Suddenly, those frozen lemonades just don't taste as good. Todd's got 6 across on the yeah. Good luck, Todd. Bobby Jackson's top picks are 2, 6, 8. Woodbine race 3. Good luck, Bob. Tim, I was telling them we might have a guest, a special guest hop in here. We don't quite know yet. We have a complication of a schedule today, but we will see.
Sure.
They don't join us this week. They may join us in a couple of weeks. So.
I was going to say, you don't want to have them in next week. You're not here.
I know. Exactly. But we will arrange that for sure. And happy, if we're talking Woodbine, well, first, let's say a very happy retirement to the wonderful Torpedo Anna, who was just amazing. And to Kenny McPeak for his team for sharing her all with the public. We so thank you for that. Tim and I were blessed a couple of times to be with Kenny, especially at Parks when she ran.
Yeah, she was a great one.
Yeah.
One of the all-time greats.
And also one of the Woodbine all-time greats, just retired, Moira, the winner of the Fillies and Mares Turf and the Queen's Plate. She was the last winner of the Queen's Plate. What do you call it? She just retired. Bob, I will tell you, it is a female. We'll leave it at that. Yep. And Yeah, Carl Spackler is running on Saturday, and William Buick is going to ride him. That made our friend Stephanie very happy.
Our friend Bobby Buick.
Yep. Is it Bobby Boucher Buick?
Billy Buick. Bobby Boucher. Billy.
Yeah. So
Bobby Boucher.
yeah. So we have 4 minutes to post.
Wind pool only 13,000. So compared to some of the bigger pools, easier manipulated, but kind of watch that here with 4 minutes and see where it ends up.
Oh, that's right. Frank's down in Toronto. That's right. Yeah, Frank, thank you, sir, for letting us know. Frank, I thought we're going to have some cool temperatures next week. That's okay. It's October in Toronto. Actually, Toronto can be cold at this time, so that it's like 54, 64. That's not bad up there for mid-October next week. So hopefully that will continue. At least a nice sunny day up there, not a rainy day. And this is great, Tim. This is we're into like October, mid-October, and they're running on the inner turf still, which is great. You know,
Exactly. Yeah, we've been lucky so far with that.
very lucky. Because it really did. What happens usually up there is when the turf courses close, like the backstretch is much more emptier because a lot of the turf horses go other places. But this year with the inner turf doing so well, a lot of them have stayed and run, which is great. And a side note to people out there, if you're betting on the Breeders' Cup, take a look at the Woodbine races that were run up there for the win and your ins, because those turns on the inner turf are very similar to Del Mar. So those horses kind of got a race. If they haven't had a race on Del Mar, they at least got the feel of the tighter turns. And if they liked it, then that could translate into a good performance on Breeders' Cup Day. Wow, Greenwood. Yeah, that's Garnett's favorite track of all time. And Jeff Bray, too. Both huge Greenwood fans. 7 looks really good on the track. And you Franco bred horses over there. Yeah, there are some, Mark, over here. Yep. Yep. Ethan, how are you, buddy? 10-7-6-5. I think we can all agree on this race. There you go. Very good. Yeah, absolutely, Ethan. We like it. It's getting darker earlier by the day there, Tim, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
And it's dark earlier in the morning as I go to work, and it's now almost pitch black, and normally it was daylight.
I know, huh?
Work and all right, headed to the gate here, a minute to post. A reminder, we've got a exacta key box 7 with the 5, 6, 10 here.
Oh, good job, Ethan. Way to go, my friend.
Congrats.
That's awesome.
Congrats, Ethan.
That's awesome. Love to hear that. As we head towards the gate. Look at this leaderboard. The odds are all over the going in. Let me bring our friend Robert Geller. Mike, I'll be impressed if you remember your own name.
Here's one, Flores, with strike a note. Sultry Sophie Gate, 3 for Daisuke Fukumoto. They're just about in with Sultry Sophie.
Sultry Sophie.
As the sun sets on Woodbine on a sunny day that has certainly been unseasonably sunny all September and all October so far. Going in is Fedorova.
That's what you were just talking about, Sean. The weather up there been nice and still turf race in here. And
Money Home stands in with Naughty Destiny. The last to link up is in, and that's Danish Cookie. A start coming up. They're ready. Off their race, and the starter got them out in an absolutely perfect line. And one of the best into stride deep on the track is Prized Spirit. Began well with Naughty Destiny pushing for the lead. On their inside, Fedorova. A length in behind is Sultry Sophie, Frog in a Pond. Bling to Money Homes in the centre with Strike and Out the inside, and looking for racing room. Almost he's lost off the inside. Very collected the outer.
Move to the outside.
Is Danish Cookie. They race with about 7 lengths first to last, and Fedorova got out in front inside the 5/8. Fedorova. A length and a half to Naughty Destiny and Sultry Sophie. Frog in a Pond to 4th. In the centre coming forward again is Prized Spirit. Off the track, Bling to Money Home gaining ground from Strike and Out. Very collected. Next to last, almost he's last. And last is Danish Cookie. 3.5 to run, and Fedorova the leader. A length Naughty Destiny, Frog in a Pond. On the inside, Sultry Sophie. A length and a half away, Prized Spirit and Bling to Money Home. Room up the rail for Strike and Out from Very Collected. Danish Cookie at last, almost he's last. Naughty Destiny coming after the leader who's kicking on. Fedorova. About a length. Naughty Destiny giving a little bit of ground. Coming up is Sultry Sophie pretty well. Frog in a Pond the outside. Then Strike and Out.
Hold on,
Sultry Sophie the danger here. Fedorova by a length and a half. Sultry Sophie in second. Fedorova continues to dig in. Sultry Sophie trying to make a shot at the leader. Coming up swiftly now.
Another
Sophie's
Raffy,
gone on by.
Win,
Fedorova in second, then Strike and Out and Very Collected, and Sultry Sophie is coming down to win, cuddled along to score by Daisuke Fukumoto by a length and a quarter. Strike and Out. Fedorova third, Very Collected fourth, and Frog in a Pond.
Wow.
45.
Yep. Raffy doesn't want to win sometimes. He just doesn't ride him through. That's the frustrating thing about him.
And we didn't even talk about the 3.
No.
I could see the 2. The 2 is one that kind of scared me a little bit, but I couldn't get there. The 5, I had third, but both of my top horses did garbage.
Yeah.
3, 2, 5,
garbage.
First quarter 23 and 4.
Your 2 favorites.
1.5 mile 47 and 2 3/4.
Actually, the 5 ended up taking money. The 10 was the big favorite, but the 5 ended up being the second favorite.
I know, Zach. Yeah, James White, you were real close. Yeah, exactly. Well, we have a lot of changes up there right now because Saheen, Tim, just left Woodbine. He's going to New York full time. And Sophie Vives has a fracture in her pelvis. So she's out for about a month and a half. So so 2 of the main riders up there are out. So in Austin, Fukumoto got the jump on him there. That was Daisuke. Yeah, Daisuke rides very well for Tiller. Those 2 are absolutely just killing it.
And I didn't change it, and I should have, because I didn't have Daisuke as the judge.
No, I didn't either. I had Austin Adams. Exactly. And Daisuke is absolutely just killing it with Tiller. Let me get the numbers here. I got the numbers here quick. It's crazy how good he is. They just own each other with each other. It's like, wow. Let me see if I can get the numbers here. It's very impressive. A must use.
Congrats, Bobby. Bobby hit that exacta.
Good job, Bobby.
9 to 1 over 12 to 1.
Yep. Yeah, it's an interesting. Yeah. Can't wait for another winner. My team is failing.
Mark, I don't understand the comment. Nothing comes from behind. Both the 3 and the 2 came from behind, and the 6 got up for 4th, coming from way back. The 5 is the only one that was up front. So, not sure I agree with that, but
yeah.
and earlier, a couple of races ago, we had a horse that came from way back to win.
Yeah.
The 7 in the last race came from way back to win that race. That horse was way far back. In the race before that one, the horse kind of went,
Thomas Blaine had nothing in that race. Neither did we.
Sultry Sophie is the winner, and a very beautiful price too for those who took Sultry Sophie at 9-1 odds. Rolf A. Davis and Robbie Tiller combined forces.
Always got to
Let's go
watch
for
out for
Motto, comes
Daisuke
in
when
with a very
he
beautiful
jumps on for
winning
Robert
ride
Tiller.
too. For the connection.
join the club, Formula. Neither
Three-year-old
did
Yeah,
Bear Brown
yeah,
filly,
neither did
used
we.
by Army Mule.
That's all right.
And the
Well,
dam
all we
by
need is
Sultry
one.
Sophie.
we had the 5 in third, both of us, but
Yeah,
we
yeah, we did. Yeah,
Crescendo, Round and Birdie, bred by Dr.
Yeah.
Rolf A. Davis. Sultry
yeah,
Sophie
you're
going on
right,
to
Tom. That's
win
what we were
number
just
1,
talking about.
Great
Somebody said nobody comes from behind. It's been closers all day today.
yeah. Dusk at Woodbine, exactly. Oh yeah, Ace. Yes, I saw that, Ethan. And may he rest in peace. There's Bobby Tiller. With the crew.
Sean, while we go final here, I'll be right back.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. Sultry Soapy pays $20.40, $8.30, $4.40. Strike a note, $10 and $6.20. And Fedorova, $4. Look at that, exact $170.40. $1 try, $336.30. One thing it would always you will never be cheated out of wow. Crazy. Some nice pays here. Oh, that's awesome, Todd. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, such a legend. Very sad, but he's in our thoughts and prayers for sure. Is anybody going to any tracks this weekend? Let us know if you're going to any tracks this weekend. I don't have that many comments on Cincinnati and Pittsburgh tonight because it's just a bad game. And now Cincinnati's best defensive guy is out, so that'll probably even make it harder for the Bengals. Yeah, that was certainly an interesting race for sure. Yeah, always wear your helmets for sure. My first concert was Kiss. Oh, wow, Mike, in Phoenix, 1980. Wow. I was 6. So I was not going to any Kiss concerts. Yeah, exactly. But a nice win there for sure. In the fourth race, let's look at what our fourth race, and we got a full field of 11 here. 7 furlongs optional claiming for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have started for a claiming price of $5,000 or less. One of my first concerts ever was, Bruce Springsteen was my first ever concert. Well, one of rock and roll favorite was Faith No More, Guns N' Roses, and Metallica. That was an interesting show for sure. For sure. want to say something like 91, 90 is when I saw that tour. And we have a full field of 11. Let us know who you like here. A great group here tonight. Look at this, over 82 tonight. Love having y'all with us tonight. Always great to see you. We might or might not have a special guest tonight, but if not, we will get them on the program another time. Mariners versus Mad Max. Love it. There you go. Yeah, we get the Mariners and the Blue Jays tonight. All my friends at Woodbine are rooting for the Blue Jays. Vladdy. It's just a state of mind. Absolutely, Todd. When I go up to Woodbine, the days I'm up there, I'm at Woodbine during the day, Mohawk during the night, Woodbine during the day, Mohawk during the night. Age is just a state of mind. It's just a state of mind. Because that's going to be my weekend. Next weekend is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But it's going to be so much fun. So it's just a state of mind. And great way to put it, Todd. Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, so all about the Joes. Unfortunately, Joe Burrow's going to play for a while, so I think Cincinnati's got some problems there. But, yeah, best turned out of the ward. Yeah, you can vote now at Woodbine, which is really cool. You can vote on which horse you think is the best turned out. Yeah, there's Tim back.
I have to say that news as I was going out about Ace Frehley has me kind of sad. So I was a big Kiss fan back in my youth.
Yeah.
In the late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah. A legend for sure.
Hell of a guitarist too.
One hell of a guitarist indeed.
Spaceman is gone.
There's Jeff and Lisa. By the way, I can say this, folks. My first place, New England Patriots. I've not said that since 2019. Well, I can actually say that. Now, Tim, when does Kentucky basketball kick off their?
The first game's coming up in like 3 weeks, I think it is.
Okay.
No, a little over 2.5. I think it's towards the October 20 something. I don't remember the exact date, but I've got it right here.
Okay.
It is. The first official game is the 4th, Tuesday, the 4th of November.
Okay. We're getting close. Yeah.
It's less than 3 weeks.
There you go. Watch some Breeders' Cup and then go see Wild.
2 weeks to their preseason games.
Yeah. There you go. Watch the Breeders' Cup and then go see the Wildcats. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Mark Few, what an amazing coach that man is. Every year his Zags are in the tournament. It's amazing. All right, Tim. So we have an optional claiming 10 5K, purse 36,300 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have started for a claiming price of $5,000. And my top pick here, Tim, I love it the way that this track is kind of playing right now, is the 3 Dynamic Strike for Darwin Bannock and Fraser Abley. Again, Zaheen is gone, but this horse ran at where? Assiniboia Downs, and this is his 3rd trip onto the poly track. I think he's starting to learn it a little bit better. Was kept on the outside the first time, didn't really menace, and then his second time got to 4th. Tough post there, way out in the outside, but this time gets a better post. Gets Fraser, who's been riding very well. And I think this horse could really close in on some of the pace here. And it's definitely one to watch here at 5-1 off a 10-1 morning line. My second pick in this race. Sorry, I didn't staple my stuff as I got it home a little bit late. That was the 10. Looks lucky to me. This horse ran a throw the 2. Did win on the turf, but those last 2 were on the turf. Comes back to the dirt. Rafael Hernandez riding for DePaulo. Now, interesting, Mikey and Rafi are 0 for 14 together, which I was shocked to see for sure. But if anyone can overcome that, is definitely Rafael. I thought this horse looked very live. And third, my third pick was Debbie Rhombus's horse. Let me see. Yeah, the 4, Lois Lane. And Ryan Munger and Deborah Rhombus. This horse is, I'll throw that last race out. Just stalked, had no rally. Coming down to a more realistic group here, put really 3 solid races together. Ryan Munger's ridden this horse before. Thought that horse would be in the 3rd. Did not like him on top, though. So, so my picks in order were 3, then 10, then 4.
Okay. Pretty interesting. You know, you talked about 3 horses, Sean, and you did not talk about my top pick.
See, okay, there you go. Welcome to Woodbine.
Yeah, and I mean, you look across the board, you see a lot of 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh yeah, yep.
We do have a favorite in the 10 horse that you like, and this horse is 3-1. That was your second pick. But if you look just to the inside of that one, we have the number 9 Magic Modi.
Yeah.
And the thing that I like about this horse is that when you look at the horse at the distance, 6 times at this distance has 2 firsts and 2 thirds. So 4 out of 6 times this horse is right there. But the thing about it is when you look at this horse, yes, in the last race did show early speed and kind of gate to wire in that one. But at the longer races, I think this horse is going to rate because the most of the races, you see a couple of ones there, but most of the races, this horse is 2nd or 3rd at first call. So I think that this horse sits just off, and I like we're moving from Sophia here. We're moving to Esjuan Flores. So we know he likes to be out front, but hopefully he doesn't go breakneck trying to be on the lead, because I think we've got other speed. And that is the reason I will tell you, Sean, that in this race, based on the speed, I'm playing against the 4. The speed is not holding here tonight. It's been closers from the back, which is why I think the 9 sitting just off is going to get first call. And then behind that one, I'm going to go to the 10 second, because this is one that I think with Rafi getting aboard, he's going to sit further back. He always does, but he's been closing up pretty well. I think he's going to like the distance, and I've got him as a strong closer, as do I the 3. I think the 3 is able to close here as well. This one's probably further back. Wouldn't surprise me if this is one of the back of the pack horses early on. But Frazier should have this one moving, and I think it's definitely competitive for one of the underneath spots. I do not like the 3 on top as you do, but I do think that the 3 is a factor in the race. But even if you looked at that handicappers box, it was like they were all over the place as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
I just think this is one of those races, and it's why with a race like this is why I'm taking a stand against, you know, the lower price horses, even though it's a lukewarm favorite, because the favorite is a decent 3-1. But look at that. You've got 11 on top, 4 on top, 3 on top, 3 on top, 4. Then you've got 10 underneath, 8 underneath, 7 underneath.
Yeah, there's so many, but yeah, exactly.
You do have the morning line does have my 9 down there, but
yeah, it does, yeah.
But nobody's picking the 9, and I'm okay with that because I like the 9.
That's the old orphan theory, you know. Like
like
if one person picks the horse, that people go with it. You know, the lone orphan theory.
But the numbers are pretty solid. The picks are pretty solid with the same numbers for everybody else. There is one person there. Jeff has the 6. Hey, Paula underneath. This is one that we've seen on the show before.
Yeah.
But this horse just, as of late, you look at this year, this horse has 7 races, does have the 1 win, but really has not done much as of late.
No, not at all.
Don't like the 6.
No.
So the morning line had the 4, but everybody but Alyssa kind of faded the 4. And I kind of agree with that from a perspective of the pace scenario in here. This does look like your speed in the race. And as we said, speed hasn't been good tonight.
No. Bobby D's got 487 with 36. Good luck, my friend. Todd is listening to Kiss. Curtis is try key 10 with the 13679. Good luck, Curtis. As the field starts to go towards the gate.
6 minutes. We'll take a quick look as they show the horses here again and figure out what we're going to do.
Yes.
Uncle Sully, since Sean said that our special guest is a lady, it definitely rules out a lumbre.
Yes. Oh, terrible, Bobby.
Yeah.
A true legend indeed.
Man, that sucks. So we still got the 3 now floated up a little bit. Now we're the favorite at 7-2. We have 2 horses, the 4 and the 5 at 4-1. And
right, fair.
My 9's dropped down a little bit from 10-1 to now 8-1.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The formula said he's got 7, 9, 5, 4. Neither one of us even talked about the 7.
Yeah, interesting. Where's the 7? See for formula.
But formula, I do have the 9 on top. That was my top pick, and Sean didn't even talk about that one. So
yeah, no. No. And as Juan Flores getting up on speed for Robert Tiller, you gotta always watch that angle. For sure. As the field comes through the screen. Thank you again to our friends up at Woodbine for always letting us show your races. Lois Lynn.
All right, Sean, let's put this in real quick for 4 minutes. Give people time to run to the windows here.
I love it.
So I'm gonna take a swing here. I'm gonna take a swing because I do really like the 9 here. I like the 9 quite a bit. So I'm just
I
going
like
to go with it. I'm going to play a trifecta, and I'm going to play a trifecta key in the 9 on top.
Love it.
I'm going to key the 9 with the 3, 4, 7.
Love it. Okay. Magic Modi.
And Sean, that's a typo. I apologize. I'm going to fix that. It's 3, 4, 10, guys. 3, 4, 10.
3, 4, 10. Okay.
I'm going to delete that out.
Yep. 3, 4, 10. Got it. Magic Modi. Tiller and Sep. And yep, Flores going for the lead. No worries, Marv. You're just in time, my man. Great to have you. As always.
I don't know why I typed 7.
Huh?
I don't know why I typed 7. I don't even like the 7. Probably because I was talking about the 7 with formula.
Yeah.
7 on the brain, but 3, 4, 10. There we go. That's better. $2 try key, 9 with the 3, 4, 10, $12 wager. Going to be a big payer.
Yeah. Good luck to everybody.
Dan's doing a try key box. He's keying the 10 with the 3, 4, 9. Dan, we can both be winners here. Let's just get the 9 on top, which will help you as well because the 9 is 8 to 1.
Yep.
9 on top, and then we'll get those other horses somewhere underneath and be happy with that. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and toss the 4 and get the others in, because the 4 is now your favorite. The 4 has dropped to 3 to 1. The 10 is now 4 to 1.
Right.
How many of you had withdrawals on Tuesday? You were sitting around Tuesday night going, what do we do? Because Sean and Tim are not here doing Tuesday night lights. And without a Cinnaboya, it's like there's not a lot that you could do on a Tuesday night from a standpoint.
No.
Tuesday night is now a good time to handicap for Wednesday Keeneland.
Yes, absolutely. The best way. Or in my case, get my picks ready for the Thursday night on screen at Mohawk. I was doing Tuesday nights, but now I'm doing Thursday nights until that stops, and then I'm going to be doing their new Sunday night, which starts in November. Jenny Mack, exacta box 8, 9, 10, 11, and win in place of the 8 and 11. Good luck, Jenny. You're having a great day. Hey, Dan Witchin. Yeah. Good luck, my man. Yeah, it gets dark quick up there. And here. So Tim, do you have a Christmas vacation too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's between semesters. So the end of the semester and the begin and before the next one, we get a couple weeks off.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Christmas week and New Year's week, sometime in there, sometime around.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
2 full weeks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Bob says he's throwing in the 5 for good measure, going 3, 4, 5 exact.
Yeah. And again, folks, we got a $2 tri-keyed 9 with the 3, 4, 10. If you want to throw the 7 in yourself, you can. But are they expecting any rain this week, Tim, down there? Or?
No, it's supposed to be pretty nice.
Oh, good. Okay. That's great.
nice, cool fall weather.
Yeah. And we're going in. You have to watch the Breeders'
Yeah,
Cup.
maybe a slight chance Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
Leo Salas rides Emerald Lake to gate number 8. Magic Modi.
Friday and Saturday will be
7-1
like
odds
Friday. It's only
as
getting
well.
up to 75. Saturday gets up to
Looks
83.
lucky
In
to
the
me
morning,
to
it's
gate 10.
high 50s. So beautiful day.
Also well supported here, 4-1. And Iron Pyrite also beautifully turned out, is out to big price, 11-1. The last will be Matoli Power. Matoli Power to come up to gate 5. Stand by for a start.
Last one.
The 7 furlongs for the 4th.
Last one.
Come on, S1.
Set to run.
Locked up.
Matoli Power to go back in fully, yes. They're settled, they're ready.
Locked up.
And they stand well. Off their race. And getting out well, Emerald Lake, and hustling for the lead is Nice Baby with Matoli Power. And on the outside goes Magic Modi. As they settle there, Nice Baby shot out in front. On the pace, I Am Pyrite, and coming through in the center is Lois Len. A break of 2 to looks lucky to me, going up on the outside of Emerald Lake, and in behind them, Hey Hey Paula. In
Let's see
next
if she can
position,
pull it
Lady
off.
Moonshine. Second last, early Dynamic Strike. Last is April Develop. Nice Baby shows the way and leads by 2 lengths. Nice Baby clear of Lois Len. 1.5 lengths, Magic Modi, Matoli Power. On the outside, I Am Pyrite going into join. Looks lucky to me. 1.5 lengths, Emerald Lake. In behind them, Dynamic Strike cutting up on the inside of Hey Hey Paula from Lady Moonshine. And 4 lengths away last is April Develop. Nice Baby continues on in front.
Come on,
A
S1,
length and a
let's
half
go.
to the favourite Lois
Right
Len.
now.
1 length to Magic Modi, Matoli Power. Looks lucky to me, making ground the centre. Coming
Right
around the
now.
outside is Hey Hey Paula behind I Am Pyrite. 1.5 lengths, Emerald Lake.
Right now,
Dynamic
S1, come
Strikes
on.
off the inside, making
Yeah.
ground. Behind
Yeah.
them is Lady Moonshine. Last is April Develop as they turn. Nice Baby's in front by 1 length to Lois Len. Hey Hey Paula is up on the outside, and on the rails goes Matoli Power.
Oh,
And
nine
coming
just
home
got
well
hit.
is out wide, Dynamic Strike from the back. Out in front, Hey Hey Paula. A couple in front of Looks Lucky to Me and Dynamic Strike. Hey Hey Paula, the leader, Looks Lucky to Me, trying to bridge the gap. And now coming, Hey Hey Paula holding. Hey Hey Paula, the winner. 3/4
Hey,
to
Paula.
Looks Lucky to Me, and Dynamic Strike was third. Matoli Power
6,
fourth from
10,
Lois
3.
Len. 124.51.
Well, I had my second and my third correct.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the top horse. I had 9, 10, 3.
What? By the way, what is the early pick 5 paying? This may be a carryover.
6, 10, 3, 5.
This may be
The
a
winner is number
carryover.
6. Hey Hey
Look
Paula.
at this.
Over 10, Looks Lucky to
This
Me.
may be a carryover.
3 Dynamic Strike. And
I mean,
5
what have
Matoli
we had
Power.
so far? We've had like,
The first quarter in
This is
23 and
great.
1.
We've had
half a mile,
craziness. That's what
46.
we've
yeah, we've had $50.
111 and 1.
Then we had
Time
$24.
is 124.51.
Then we had $20.
3.5.
Now we've had 19. This is wow. We could have a carryover. And then tomorrow's there may be no money alive. We're gonna have to watch this.
I would be really surprised if there is.
Yeah.
And
We could
I'm
have-
surprised that they're not at least doing an inquiry. Not that I'm saying anything needs to be changed.
Yeah.
But there
Yeah.
was some definite things that happened there in the stretch, and they need to at least look and figure it out.
20-cent pick 3 getting $577. Wow. Wow. Yeah, James. Someone is going to be hit. If someone's alive, they are getting stacks. Look at how much money the 3 took. 3 went from 7 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 5 to 2. Gatekeeper's favorite button is the cancel button. No, Bobby is a 6, but no 10. Oh, Bobby. Jeffrey Alderson, our boy. Hey, Paula. Great. Oldies classic.
Well, and that 10, I like the 10 a lot underneath. That 10 actually floated up to 5-1. That's surprising.
I know, huh? Looks lucky to me. Raphael. I thought Frazier was going to come booming with the 3.
Well, I mean, I expected the 9 was right where I wanted her.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I just really thought that she was going to run, and she just had nothing.
Oh, yeah.
She did try to make one move there and got hit a little bit and took back, and that was pretty much it. Unbelievable.
We're going to win the next one.
I'm trying to look at the 6. Like, what did I miss? And I'm not sure I'm
Getting into the
could
winner's
ever
circle
get
here
there.
at Woodbine for what is now a very impressive 10th career win. Is
Ethan's got the all buttons, so everybody bet the favorite.
Record. She has won 10 races, and she won earlier at Fort Erie this season. She also won here last year at the end of the season. Back to the win today. It's a very comfortable performance too, to win
Pinnacle race
so easily. And Jeffrey Alderson taking
Alderson, my friend, been up there for a while. He's been a very solid journeyman. He wins a lot at Fort Erie,
by Bohemian Squall,
but he also has some big stakes wins over the years at Woodbine as well.
19-1.
Cannot wait to see the pools at the end of this. It wouldn't surprise me if it says 0.
These price plays
Let's see how much live money is
rolling in at
the
odds of
4.
19-1. The return for number 6. Hey Paula, $41.
Let's say $7.
$14.30 to place, $7.40 to show. Number 10 looks like
there's $7 left in the pick 5.
3 dynamic strike, 320. That exact 610, 338.70. The try 543.30, and that's super 610 35 for $1, $10,420.
Look at that! The pick 4 pool had 129,000 and is now to 6.
36 double 506.90, and the pick 3 736 $2,885.
Wow!
Swinger 610 $26 even, 36 11.35, 310 7.90. They are the 4th race payouts.
That's amazing. Tim, I'll be right back in 1 second, my friend.
Yeah, no problem. This has been a crazy night. So we'll wait for Sean to come back and run through this race, the conditions, and who we like here.
And they stand well.
We'll just pick all the long shots. Seems like it's been that kind of night.
The lead is Nice Baby with Matoli Parham on the.
Give Geller a little bit of a mute button here. All right, what's everybody drinking tonight? This is a cocktail lounge. We've been off for a couple weeks. Cheers to everyone. Oh, ready for the weekend. It's Friday Eve. Ready to go. Nobody's drinking. Nothing. All right. I like that, Jenny. Cream of Kentucky cask strength. Love it. Picked up some tickets this week to go to Prop Day up in Chicago coming up here next month for Bourbon County Stout release of the proprietors version that they do right there in Chicago. And then they'll have on Black Friday, they will have all of the nationwide release of all of the other variants. But I love that beer. I've always wanted to go to Prop Day, and I've never made it up there. So this is going to be the year. I think Formula is going to join me there. That's one of my standbys there, Uncle Sully. 4 rows of small batch. Good stuff. Anything you can pick up off the shelf. Ethan, you are wrong. You can pick any horse you want in the race, Ethan, and I can get behind you. But when you say that, I'm just going to call you wrong. Little homebrew, James. I do a little home brewing. What style? Just an ale, or I like doing my own browns and porters. Occasionally I'll do a stout, but I prefer doing browns when I'm home brewing. I'm actually having a German Dunkel right now. Little Barsteiner action. Never go wrong with a Barsteiner. Used to enjoy them quite a bit up in Germany, hitting the bars. Uncle Sully, you going to prop day? Ale. All right, James, cheers. Nothing wrong with just a good old ale. Definitely as it gets colder, I'm going down to the cellar and pulling a few stouts up to the fridge, but I'm not one of those stouts are winter only kind of guys. You guys have seen me drinking stouts all summer here in the lounge. It's like I am every season a stout season, every day a stout day. Got a nice little cellar of them downstairs in the basement. Try to get some of the higher ABV ones and store them a little bit and see how they age and enjoy them more as a sipper. Just sip on one throughout the night. Yeah, Ethan, beer steins are a big thing over in Germany. I've got a couple of beer steins. I actually have some beer steins that were that I got from my father that came from my grandfather that were original Hudepols. Sean will be joining us shortly, and we'll go through the race.
Yes, absolutely. Here we are. Just shutting off. You know, I left the volume on there. There we go. Yes, sir. Soccer will be over. Oh, there you go. Awesome. Okay, 5th race, my friend. 7.5 furlongs, inner turfs. Maiden 40,000 for maiden fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. And we have a full field of 8 here. And who did you like, Mr. Tim?
Okay, here we go. So we are maiden optional claimer at the 40,000 level.
Yes.
So I'm just going to kind of walk through the field real quick, Sean.
Okay.
The one's been all over the place. Okay.
Yeah.
The one, if you look at this horse has 11 races as a maiden.
Yes.
Very first race was a stakes race. Then came to maiden optional claimer, then went to a stakes race, and then went to maiden special weight, and then goes to, Fort Erie and goes to a stakes race and is now back in the maiden optional claimer. So I think this horse is taking a little bit of money based on the class, but this horse has been at this level before, and I just don't see anything that I can get behind. So I'm not with it.
Okay.
The 2 has been maiden optional claimer 40s. The 3 has been, right 30, 50 level. So started out maiden special and has been dropping down 8 races now. Can't do anything.
Yeah.
The 4 has been kind of at this level. One to consider, one to think about here. The 5 has, been back and forth between maiden special weights, has even been lower than this, but has, been at better tracks and racing against some better horses. So, but still hasn't showed much and nothing that I can get behind. The 6 is kind of starting maiden special, then dropped down to this level. Then right as this horse was starting to do things, it kind of was claimed and got in a claiming race and was claimed. So then they went right back to maiden special weight. Now they're right back here. So something to think about. We'll talk about, but maiden optional claiming. And then the last one's is the lightest race horse in the field. So this horse has only had 2 races at this level, but both of those have been second place finishes. Started out at 6.5 furlongs, then went to 7 furlongs, and now here we are going 7.5 on the turf.
Yes.
Right? So surface switch. So interesting. Let's look at the trainer record. Kevin Attard going synthetic to turf. He hits at a decent 20% out of a very high sample rate. And in his turf sprints alone, he does pretty well. And he does pretty well putting Pietro up. Pietro's been on this horse all 3 times. I think the 8 is really interesting here. And Sean, I've got the 8 on top.
Yeah.
One of those horses I talked about underneath, I'm going to give you a horse who I thought would be a price. And I still think this horse floats back up. But that's the number 4. The number 4, if you look again, this one, as I mentioned, started out in, maiden special weight, then dropped to this level. And then last time dropped up to maiden optional claiming on the synthetic, but comes back to turf. So let's look at those 2 turf races, far back at the sprint race and closed up pretty good, even though 5th was really closing in the lane and only beaten 3 lengths. Then comes back and goes 2 turns, a mile and a 16th. That was a little longer. I'm not sure that horse wants that, but I do think she wants this, every bit of this, and getting back to sprinting is probably what she wants. And again, we say sprinting 7 because of the distance, but it's a 2-turn race, excuse me. But I think that she just fits here, Sean. And I think that getting back to the turf and those numbers that she did on the turf against these other maidens, there's nothing else out there that tells me that she shouldn't factor in this race. So I kind of like her, and I thought she would be a bigger price, and I'm hoping to get that still.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I have to go to the horse that I thought would be more of a favorite in this race, and that's the 6. This is the one that I said had been in the maiden specials, and then they dropped this horse into maiden optional claiming. You look at the race in June, and you think that this horse almost got there, right? Was first, and then just got beat at the end as a odds-on favorite and got beat by a head. So the next time she runs and they run her back in a claiming race, she got claimed. Okay, so they put her back in claiming, and based on the previous performance, she was a favorite in that race, just getting beat by a length and a quarter, and they claimed her. So then they come back first off a claim. This horse should move forward from that, but I still don't know that I like this horse a lot, enough to pick it on top, but I do think that it's a definite underneath play. So in order, I was 8, 4, and 6. And if I added one more, I would add your current favorite, the 1. But Sean, I'm completely against this horse for the reasons I thought about. This horse has been all over the place in race class, and it's just like has shown just a couple of glimpses at a couple of second place finishes, but I'm not sure that is those races compared to this one. One was on synthetic, one was sprinting 6 furlongs on the turf. So I just think this race is a little different, and I'm kind of playing against that one.
Okay, excellent.
8, 4, 6.
8, 4, 6. Like it. I like it. See how the horses look on the track. Thank you again to everybody for joining us tonight.
And the 4 is starting to float up a little bit more now, up to 5 to 1.
Yeah, up to 5 to 1. I saw that. Yeah.
Definitely thought this horse would be more like 6 to 8 to 1.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range.
You're not without a shot. Yeah. And also Ryan's been riding very well.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think
the move to Munger on her, when you look at the previous races, that's another positive in my mind.
Yeah. Catherine's Cub, Pietro Moran.
That's the horse I like on top.
Yeah. 7-2 is, I think, quite the price.
I agree. I mean, she's the least experienced in here, but she's only had 2 races. Both were second place finishes.
Yeah.
But I think she's just not taking money because she's hasn't tried the surface. But you know, Kevin knows what to do. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not alone here in my love for the 8. but it's crazy. You got all those 8s up front, and then Doug's got the 8 way on the other end.
Yes.
Not for a second or third. And he's really the only one on the 1. He's kind of on the 1 island.
Yeah. Thing I do like about the 1 is one did run against better on the inner. You know what I'm saying? So it at least did have a good inner track experience. You know, so and Kevin is a great turf rider, but yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, but you know what, Sean? I like Keve, but in the last couple of weeks, I've been on him like multiple times, and that guy hasn't done anything as of late.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not saying he's not riding well on like other days, but on Thursdays, it's just like he's
Thursday. Yeah, no, he's actually he's 12%. He's riding well on the weekends, but at Thursdays he has been on the struggle bus lately.
It's crazy how some days it's just like IRAD. You get IRAD on a Saturday, even on a Friday, and it's like get out of the guy's way. But if you're riding in the middle of the week, it's like stay off of him. It's just like it's like he doesn't even want to be there.
Yeah. Here's the 3 for Katerina Vasilieva.
Uncle Sully, I got a good rant piece I'm working on. And I say working on because I think I'm going to put it out as a video.
I like it. A rant video. I like it.
I'll just give you, and it's not really a rant. I mean, there's a rant involved.
Okay.
A rant involved, but I'll set it up this way, Sean.
Yeah.
I saw a post on Horse Racing X.
Yeah.
And it was somebody listing like a top 10. And I'm just going to say it. They were listing top 10 jockeys of all time.
Okay.
And they had Irad Ortiz number 2. And you know, I would like to have some of the drugs that person is. Not that I do drugs at all because I don't, but you know, something they're doing must be really good. Because that is just not just wrong. Listen,
blasphemy.
It's stupid. It's just downright stupid.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people are like, well, top 10s are subjective. I'll tell you what I'm going to do in a video, Sean. Okay. I'm going to do a top 10 that's objective. It has criteria and numbers to support my opinion.
I like it.
And spoiler alert, in my top 10, IRAD's 11. That's no lie. And I did not set out to make IRAD in a certain spot.
Right. Sure.
When this person put IRAD in second place, I'm like, that person is off the rocker. Like I said, it's stupid. But I said that the numbers just don't support that with some of those people below it. I said, let me punch some numbers and do some stuff. So I came up with a little formula of my own that I'm working on. And I put all these jockeys through it. And I went back and pulled, you know, like total victories and total purses and total Triple Crown wins and total Breeders' Cup wins and even like, you know, total awards and things that they've gotten. And it's just like, I put it all together and it just like blew my mind. IRAD was 11th. He didn't make the top 10. Look, IRAD's got a big career ahead of him still. He's still young, right? Yeah. So I'm not saying that the guy won't be one of the greatest jockeys, but to say that right now of all time that he is like the number 2 best jockey of all time, and I'll tell you that person had Bill Shoemaker as the number 1. Come on, to put IRAD above everybody else and everything that they've done to this point, I just think that's dumb.
Yeah. Well, let's ask the audience in the chat there. Who do you think is the #1 rider of all time? Jenny Mack is saying Flavian is better than Irad.
I think at times he is. And he proved that at Saratoga last year for sure. And I think Irad took that personally, and that's why he came back and won the riding title this year. I just don't think that he is so much better than. I think you can make an argument for Pratt. You can make an argument at times for his brother Jose that he's better than him.
Yeah.
So I just don't see how you can automatically put him as like one of the best jockeys of all time. And let's just do this really quickly, and let's just say U.S. base and primarily U.S. jockeys, so that we don't have to consider.
Yeah. We're not going to Europe or Japan or right.
Yeah, we're not going there. We're not going to Europe. We're not talking about some of the biggest guys over there and everything. And there have been some great ones, but and Curtis, I don't disagree. I think at times Jose is better, and Jose, Mike Smith is definitely up there. And let me tell you, Todd, that is one of the guys that when I looked at this person having Mike Smith behind Irad, I was like, you're smoking crack. You're smoking crack.
Muscle Bays, the winningest jockey of all time. He was good. All right, you want to know who my #1 would be?
Wait, real quick, Jenny. We're not saying that Mike Smith is better than Irad right now. We're saying all-time great jockeys for everything that they've accomplished. You can't say Irad has accomplished more than Mike Smith. That would be incorrect.
Right.
Irad is definitely better than him now. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking all-time best top 10 jockeys.
Yeah, career-wise, even the GOAT, Johnny V, is right there with it.
Totally agree with you, Sean. He did not even have Johnny V on his list, I think.
That's ridiculous.
And I'm like, yeah, that's
blasphemy. Blasphemy. All right, so we need to put a bet in here, right?
Yeah, let's do it. You ready?
All right.
Let me do this.
Hit that button. Hit that button.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
Okay. I'm going to do $2 exacta box is 8, 1, and 3. The 1, 3, 8 exacta box.
$12.
$12.
We like our $12 wagers.
Good luck, everybody.
Calvin Bow Rail. Calvin is not one of the top 10 jockeys of all time. I love Calvin. I love Calvin as a jockey, being a Kentucky-based guy from a guy who used to be here and now he hangs out down on the bayou.
Yeah.
Or down at Oakland. He don't get up this way anymore. Although he used to be the Churchill rail riding guy.
Yeah, I'll get my #1 after the race.
All right, let's do that. Good luck, everyone. Again, Sean's got a $2 exacta box 138.
138. Ain't that bird?
What's a hold up here, Sean?
I don't know. Lemon Sweets was sour. Lemon Sweets was sour in the gate.
Jenny, Ethan didn't do that. I deleted it. Uncalled for. I won't have it. I deleted it. That was me.
There you go.
Ethan, enjoy your 5-minute timeout.
And as they settle, the leader is Catherine's Cub, has about 3/4 on them, going
Up
up
the
second.
race.
Z-Train
Up the race.
pressuring somewhat, a length and a half. Silent
Stop it
Strike,
now.
Call Me KK. Lemon Sweets taking off 3 wide around the outside. Key to the Park,
Up
the
the
rail.
race.
Between them is now Pretty Liza as they are chopping and changing in this field. And last is Abino Bay. Still in front, though, Catherine's Cub. Coming is Call Me KK, sweeping up 3 wide. Z-Train the center.
Don't call me
Fourth,
KK.
Silent Strike, Key to the Park's off the rail, has had a good run. A length and a half, Pretty Liza. Coming home is Abino Bay, and Lemon Sweets the outside. Racing into the turn and go to the front, Call Me KK with Catherine's Cub, who responds. 2 lengths away. Over in third placing is still Z-Train.
Run
Key to
away,
the Park has
Catherine.
had every chance, is
Come on,
coming into it
Z-Train,
well.
now.
And over on the inside as they corner Silent Strike, top of the stretch. And
Come on,
Catherine's
Z-Train,
Cub, the
come back
leader.
now.
Z-Train in second. Up the
Come
inside,
on now,
Silent
Z-Train.
Strike. Coming home
Let's
down
go.
the center of the track, Key to the Park.
Come on, 8.
Going to the front
Keep
is
going, 8.
Z-Train,
Come on.
has gone on
Come
by
on,
from
Pedro.
Catherine's Cub,
Keep
who has
going.
no
Come
excuse,
on,
and
guys.
Z-Train is
Stay
starting to
8.
draw
Stay
away from
8.
them.
Stay 8.
This
Stay
race
8.
is well
Come
and
on.
truly at the mercy of Z-Train. The others had no real
Job,
fight back.
Sean.
Z-Train by 3 lengths. Catherine's Cub second. Silent Strike third. Then Key to the Park and Pretty Liza.
And we got the 6-1 on top.
30-82.
Yeah, Z-Train.
Over the 4-1, and that's why I said hang on, because that 1 was behind them, and that was your
Yep.
9-5 favorite. So we
Yep.
kicked the 9-5 out, and then so we end up getting this 3-8 home, and the 3-8 Sean for $2 is paying $84.70.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom,
Love it.
hit. Thank you, Jenny.
Oh, thank you, Jenny.
The winner is number 3, Z-Train. The first quarter was 24 and 4, a half a mile, 49 and 2, 3/4, 112.
Yeah, Z-Train. Katerina Vasieva.
3. The time
She is one great young trainer, my
32.
friends.
Yes.
She is getting better and better every year.
3-8-1-6, 3 Z-Train first, 8 Catherine's Cub second, 1 Silent Strike third. Fourth, number 6, Key to the Park.
Sean, we should have just did a trifecta box.
I know. Seriously. Those are my top 3. The Z-Train. And Stable Duel, I had the 3 and the 1.
Nice. Pietro held on pretty good.
He did great to come in second. Yeah.
To be out on the lead like that. And this horse is now, she is 3 for 3 finishing second.
Yeah. But you know what I like about her is that he asked her 3 different times and she responded.
Yeah,
3
she
different
came
times,
back a little
you know?
bit.
Yeah, she made a couple of moves. She's learning. She's gonna be one of those ones. She's gonna be one of those ones as a 4-year-old. Once she learns, she's gonna be really good. You know. How old is she? How old? Let me see how old she is here. Yeah, she's a 3-year-old, but I'm saying as a 4-year-old, we're gonna look for a Catherine's Cub next year, and she's gonna be winning some races.
Yeah. Put that one in your virtual stable.
Yeah. Yeah, Jenny, they had an early pick 5. Yep. I'm pretty sure they had a pick 5. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. Okay. Z-Train.
84.70, Sean.
Love it. Love it. For 20 cents, the pick 3 is paying $357. Whoa. Loving it. Yeah, started in the second race. Yep. Yeah, on Jenny, they do that. Yeah, on Thursdays when there's 7 races, they'll start it in the second race. Often they'll start. Yeah, they do even on Saturdays. They sometimes the second race.
Rafi finally gives a horse a good ride.
Yeah. He's always capable. There's Katerina. Yeah, the pick threes are fat, James.
What do you think this try pays, Sean? I'm
Excellent performance
I'm-
in
I'm-
what was
I'm kind of
first
mad at
appearance at
myself. I
Woodbine
didn't
tonight
play
by
the
Z Train.
Well,
This
that's
is start
actually
number
how I
9.
I played the exact. I did not play the
Coming
try
away with
on my own.
convincing
Usually I
victory.
do.
This
I
Bay
did not do
four-year-old
it.
filly is trained
well,
by
you know, I was
Bettor
punching it in
Vasileva,
myself, and I was like
winning
exact
over
what box
TEC
138, and I was like
bred
exact.
in
I hate
Ireland.
exact.
I got
Got a
that.
strong
So
start,
at least I'm happy.
but
But I'm
Churchill
saying, yeah.
No,
and
no,
Dam,
it's
Yeah.
a great bet. That's just I
Yeah.
like it so much. I'm
Dam.
like,
No, but usually I put
Demonic
like I put
Alexander.
a backup try. You know,
Rafael
exactly. I
Hernandez, the
didn't.
winning rider on Z Train.
Z Train. The Z Train.
and there's the V train,
Yeah, the V Train for the Z Train for the K Train.
Katerina.
Vasayeva. She's so good. Thank you, sir.
All right, Todd is live to the 4-5.
Oh, good job, Todd. Let's go. Let's get it. You know, now let's see here. Well, there was $7 left with going into the last leg of the pick five. Will there be any money or will there be a carryover? Let's see. There could very well be a carryover. Boy, this is going.
Post the prices already.
Now,
Good grief. They got to take their shoes off to count it out up there.
seriously. What takes them so long is it's translating the Canadian dollars. The payoffs are in American dollars, so that's why it's hard to because they have to put all the things together.
Sean, when you go up next week, I'm going to send you a calculator to take up there for them.
Yeah, exactly. I will. Exactly. I'll make sure I go right upstairs. I know where their office is. Here you go, guys. Here's 6 free calculators.
Waiting
Use
prices
it.
here. It's unofficial.
I know exactly where their office is. And Klaus will look at me and send me right back out the door.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now it's official. There we go.
84.70.
Is official and
$84.70.
Oh, I didn't press the button.
X-Factor going in. It's
Oh,
paid
$2.13 for one.
$15.50. Very impressive winner.
Oh.
tonight.
Ouch.
It's
Yeah, that's $4.26.
Yeah.
720 to place for a
My
show.
formula, I had
Cup
6,
80, and
813
430,
box,
38, 84,
right?
70.
and I went to go
Traffic
press the
has
try,
paid
and the race was off.
213.50,
Oh!
381. Number 6,
Oh, that hurts.
Super
426 bucks.
The rolling double
Oh.
6-3.
On a 50 cent?
$2.20.
I know that for $1,
53,
$2.13 for $1, I would have had it for $2.
$1,788.60.
Oh!
That would have been 426 bucks.
Oh my God. I mean, either way you slice it, that's 420.
Still no favorites
Oh.
able to win tonight so far.
Thank you,
Brutal.
Sean.
5 payouts.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad I wasn't around for that because I would not have turned you on to the 3. The 8, yes. The 3, not so much.
Z Train.
That's what I like about sitting out on race 5. You guys seem to have better ideas on race 5 than I do.
All right. So if you check the bankroll at the bottom, yes, our $100 bankroll is now $128.70.
Love it.
Up there
Well
on
There
done.
we
top.
go.
And Silent Strike, Pink one on the
All
inside,
right.
going for that lead. Z
Hey,
Formula,
really
you want this?
really
You want
quick,
this next race, and then Timmy can
Fourth
close
placing
it out.
really is pretty Liza
I'm good
Handy.
with that.
Call me KK
Yep.
Hey,
on the
real
Okay.
quick,
inside,
before
2
we
lengths
do
behind
that, I
Key
just
to
want
the
to talk
Park, but
about
Lemon
Mike
sweeps the
brought up a
outside.
good point
And
here
about
about
2.5 away
how
last is a
at
Bino
Del
Plain, a bit
Mar,
of scrunching out
especially
the
with
stretch.
Breeders'
Call
Cup
me
coming
KK,
up,
pushing out.
they are
Wider
making
was pretty
some
Liza. Key to
adjustments
the
to
Park,
their
11th.
wagering
Can you
for
mute?
the
That's good. That's good.
Rub
Need
it
What
more
out.
of
is
that.
it? They're making some adjustments, Tim. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, they're basically adjusting. They were saying that all the call accounts are going to be adjusted to 2 minutes to post to have the wagers in. So, and then they're also changing some of their minimums. Pick six is going to be $2 during the normal, and for the Breeders' Cup, I think it drops back down.
Okay.
For anyone who is wondering, there's 48 days till Turfway. Just the mayor just wanted to.
I was wondering that.
Yes,
Thank you, Mayor.
exactly. Right, exactly. So, Mayor,
Speaking to my soul.
exactly. The mayor, by the way, all this week, right? The mayor has been getting the luxury suite at Turfway ready for the trusted profits.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
As he should.
exactly. So yep. So he's got major pull around there. So all right, my friend. So the race that you will be tackling coming up here.
Woo!
Okay.
So they say.
Ethan, I am going to the breeders, but not the right breeders. I'm actually going to the Breeders' Crown, which is the harness horses next week. But I will not be going to Del Mar for the Breeders' Cup. But stay tuned. You may see us for the Breeders' Cup. You never know. Right? Formula? Who knows? Where's delivery?
I mean, if you guys, I am out of town, unfortunately, for the Breeders'
Yeah,
Cup,
right.
so I'm not going to be able to do a live.
Yeah.
But if you guys are able to pull something together, then
Right.
that's amazing.
Senior stable will be our Mike will be our man on the scene at
Very nice.
The British Cup to the I'm sure lovely people that Formula knows who decided to have a wedding on the Breeders' Cup day.
Yeah.
That was.
These are my relations. Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
What can one
no,
do?
Sully, there will not be 24 hours of Breeders' Cup this year. That will not. We know that will not be happening. No.
That we did that once and it was rough.
Yeah.
And we've aged since then too. So
exactly. Yeah. We've ager and wiser. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
So
there's fewer of us.
That one will not be happening, but exactly. Yeah. So okay. So the sixth race, my friend, is a mile and 16th, claiming 15,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. That's right on Tim's wheelhouse there. Never won 2 races.
It is. He loves
I agree, Sully. Blasphemous. Oh, the pick 5 pays to the 3, 4, 6, and 7. Wow. Let's all bet the 1. All right. Okay. So, yes. And this is an interesting race, to say the least. Woodbine cares. All right. So, let's see who we have here. Okay. My first pick here in race 6 was indeed Mackenzie Road. Do we have a jockey? Is Austin Adams off today?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yes, he is.
Let me check here.
Roppy's on the 7.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because is that Austin hurt? Oh yeah, Austin hurt himself last week. That's right. Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me he'd be okay, but he's obviously just resting for the weekend. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's even better. This horse ran a real game. Now, as Tim said, which is interesting, speed has not been holding greatly tonight, but around the mile 16th, it's been holding a little bit better. And this horse ran I mean, game races you possibly could. 2450, 114. Definitely. And I looked at this race and I'm like, okay, who's going to challenge him? I mean, maybe the two could maybe challenge him, and then the three might be kind of close. We call it, which is true, but I really like you know how I often say the horses that find the right group in the sandbox to play with. You know, I think this horse has found his right level. You know, and I think with Rafi even taking over, I think it's even stronger for Norm. I think this horse is definitely the horse to beat, and he's found his right group of friends. Wouldn't be surprised at all if he gets claimed tonight. By the way,
Oh,
yeah, it's like my second pick in this race was the one Maxine Magic, Pedro Moran, and Armada. This horse is dropping way down in class. We're now getting to the point at Woodbine, folks, from I want to say October, like mid-October. They're Canadian, by the way, to everyone up there, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Never got to say that. But what do you call it if you're watching? But this is the point of the time now where trainers just start dropping horses. You mean that they're getting kind of near the end. I know it's December, but you're not that far away, and you're going to see these horses start dropping to try to get wins and help their barn do well. And this is definitely a drop for sure. And the last time he ran at this level, 15,000, he almost won with Sahin. So I thought this horse, you get Pietro aboard, and I thought this horse should be interesting in second. And my third pick was the For Beautiful Sky, Patrick Dixon. Colebrook Farms just had their 100th win as a unit. Thought this horse ran a really solid race with Campos. He was wide both turns. I mean, it was so much the best and still came in third. So if this horse runs anything like he did last race, this horse is going to be very tough. So if you can just get a more straight path. So I was in order. Mine was the 7, followed by the 1, and then the 4. So 7, 1, 4.
very good. Very good.
Yeah.
714.
Tim, who did you have, my friend?
Well, you were talking about the 4, and when I obviously in these non-winners of 2, I like to look at the win that everybody does have, and we're going a mile and a 16th here on the synthetic. And if you look at the 4 broke a maiden at a mile and a 16th on the synthetic here at Woodbine when they finally dropped her down to the 49.2 level. She had been racing all maiden special weight to include the plate trial, Sean, back last year. She was involved in the plate trial and then ended up dropping down. And when she dropped to that level, she won. So since coming back this year, she was back early in midsummer, and then she took another little break. But the last 2 races in September, each one got a little better. The first one was on turf, so you can kind of line through it. That last one was closed, and she got a pretty wide trip throughout in there. When that was not the place to be. I think that she definitely, to me, is the horse to beat in here. So I like the 4 quite a bit. I've actually got the horse on top. For my second pick, though, I did go to the inside, Maxine Magic, for some of the things that Sean said. This is one that when you look at her win, it was pretty much at the exact same level as the 4 back in July. And then as soon as she jumped up to the winner's rank, she did a turf race, and she was actually claimed out of that. And then she moved up to much bigger class after claiming her. They didn't want to lose her back. So now they find themselves back at this level, which is quite the drop for this horse and probably the lowest she's been at. And as a result of that, I think she figures in here. She picks up Pietro in here, which is a plus. And if you look at the ROI for Pietro riding for Armada, it's a gaudy $4.03. I mean,
Wow.
if you bet all of the horses that these two have been on together, and it's not a huge sample size, but if you bet $2 for every one, you would have doubled your money.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty high. Okay.
That's pretty high.
So
Yep.
every time that Moran gets up for Armada, you got to take note. And
Yeah,
I think
absolutely. Yeah.
that is something to look at. My third pick is the 7 Mackenzie Road. This horse makes a lot of sense, but again, this is another one that is probably going to be on the lead, and that's why, to me, Mackenzie Road, despite the numbers you see on the screen there and all the handicappers picking that one on top, I'm going to take Mackenzie Road underneath. Now, you are moving for Adams, and you're moving from Adams to Rafi, but out of the 4 horses tonight, Rafi I thought 3 horses previously that I thought Rafi could win with. He only rode one decently.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in this race. So I ended up being 4, 1, and 7.
Okay.
All right, you guys are all in the same ballpark.
Yep.
And if you look at the screen, I mean, pretty much the same. I mean, they're all pretty much 4, 1, and 7.
Yeah.
One thing, let me just say this, interesting to the people here, if this helps you guys at all, right? This is why by watching the races, it's great to see how the track is doing. These guys that are doing their picks, like when I'm doing it on Mohawk, we have to have our picks in like 3 days ahead. So you really don't know what the track is playing, how it's, you know what I'm saying? So like you may see they're like, why are they all picking when the speed is it? They're in like 2-3 days in advance. They don't know what the track is playing or what the variances are or that. So I just want to kind of put that. Some people ask that sometimes that, you know, their picks are in way in advance.
All right. 6 minutes to post. Where's the time go, guys? Where does the time go?
Where does the time go, my friend?
As they say, it flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed. Guys, I might have a little fun here.
Okay.
I might go in a slightly different direction. I'm looking through stuff here. Might get a little crazy. Gosh.
Captain Insano.
Sorry.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Definitely not me. Definitely not me.
I was just giving you some thinking time.
No, I enjoy it. Absolutely. Oh, let's see. 5 minutes to post. Yeah, with that. That makes sense. Oh, where are my odds?
After 5 races, Sean is in first place in Stable Duel, but only 12 points separates the top 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can cut it with a knife.
Cut it with a knife.
I
think I might throw some money in my Stable Duel and play some Keeneland this weekend.
They don't even have it.
They're not playing Keeneland this year?
No, they did in the spring, but not in the fall.
They've always had Keeneland, so
I know.
Again, another reason why I've kind of quit on them because they've lost their advantage on everything they were doing early on.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think I know what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be a little crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. So go ahead and hit the button.
Let's go crazy.
Let's get nuts. All right. 1 second here. Actually, no. Because we're getting crazy, we're going to expand it out a bit.
Okay.
And let's see, do that for, yep. Okay, we're going to do an exact box with 3 horses, and we're going for prices here.
Okay.
So the 7's drawing a lot of money. It should be coming in any moment. It's still spinning. The 7's drawing a lot of money. I do have the 7 rated high, but I feel like a lot of these horses are just, they've got very similar ratings to me. So I'm going to try to play against the 7 because, as Tim mentioned, the 7 is going to be looking to be at the front, the speed.
Yeah.
The last 2 races, that has favored him, but
Yeah.
speed is not held up today. So let's play
Nope.
against that a little bit. I'm going for the 3, 4, 5 in any order. Any one of those is going to pay any sort of combination in an exacta box. I've got
Okay.
those as either sitting close to the pace, but not too close, or a little bit further off. So we're hoping for some closing activity here.
Okay.
Playing against favorites, I had a couple of these horses rated pretty high, and we're at a spot right now where we're playing with, you know, a little bit of extra money, so we can take a little risk here. $12,
Like
not too bad.
Like it.
We got another
Not
race
too
to
bad,
come.
no? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see if this gamble pays off. I think that there's so one thing I liked here, let me go back to my numbers and say what I liked about some of these horses. The 5 I have as being the biggest class drop of the race. I know you said the 1 is dropping. The 5 looks like the big class drop to me. I love what you guys said about the 4. I agree. I have the 4 rated very high, so I'm not going to add too much more to that. Although I will say that in terms of average winnings per race and at the distance, it grades out on top for me. And then I've got great speed figures on the 3, which I think get overlooked here in the numbers. He's currently drawing 8-1. I want to try to take advantage of that. It's a horse that's been getting closer to the pace, but he also normally sits just a little bit off. So I'm hoping to take advantage of that too. The other 2 I have rated as good closers. They look good down the stretch, which I'm also hoping to take advantage of here. And hopefully, hopefully we get ourselves a winner and we see that 7 fade.
Well, okay.
Especially at 1-1, I wasn't liking the payouts on the 7, and I think it's a great horse, but I think this might be an opportunity for us to beat the 7.
Okay.
A little crazy. We'll see what happens.
Okay. At Woodbine, anything is possible.
Yeah, that's true. Especially today, we've seen a lot of favorites get knocked the F out, and things change over the course of a card, but for the most part, that has been holding. So I'm going to lean into that a little bit heavier now. And the cause have definitely been biting on that 7.
Jenny Mack has got exact the box 357, win the 7, win place 5. Good luck, Jenny.
We're not far off.
Try key 4 with 137. Good luck, good. Trust the profit. Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
To get through this thing called life. Electric bird life. And I'm here to tell you. Been a
Day
month.
and night.
The Afterworld.
Let's go crazy.
That's probably my favorite Prince song. It's up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That might be my favorite Prince song. All right. Load them up.
It has to be red Corvette for the jockeys.
Off their race, great start. Best into stride is out wide. Mackenzie Road searching for that lead and speeds along to go clear. On the inside,
he got that lead pretty quickly.
Magic and racing handy on the outer, Ecliptical Ladybug. Into the turn they run, and a bit wider is Beautiful Sky, and pushing up between runners, Nikki is a breeze, and on the inside as they bunch right up is Peace Posey. A little bit between Mackenzie Road work to get the lead, and now trying to slacken the tempo. Mackenzie Road shows the way by a length in second, Ecliptical Ladybug. Maxine Magic third from Beautiful Sky, who is shading Nikki is a breeze. A length away last is Peace Posey. Rafael Hernandez leads the charge here with Mackenzie Road. Ecliptical Ladybug continues to stalk in second. One away in third are both Beautiful Sky and Maxine Magic. In behind them, Nikki is a breeze and Peace Posey is last. Only 3.5 to 4 lengths covers them at best. And Mackenzie Road in front. Ecliptical Ladybug in second, 3 wide, Beautiful Sky, and coming up the rail is Maxine Magic.
51.
Just behind is Nikki is a breeze, a break of 2 to Peace Posey last.
Are we going uphill?
51 and Mackenzie Road in front.
Seriously.
By a length, Ecliptical Ladybug and
That
Maxine
helps dropping
Magic
though on the front end. Now he's taking
A
off.
length behind them,
Sure
Beautiful
does.
Sky.
Sure
Next to
does.
last, Nikki is a breeze, and now tagging the field by about 5 is Peace Posey, but the leader is only a half. And now Mackenzie Road taken on by Maxine Magic, who came off the inside threateningly. Off the track, Beautiful Sky coming at them 3 wide. Nikki is a breeze is right behind them, finishing on. Peace Posey's coming in last, turning
Push the
Beautiful
gas.
Sky ranging up.
Come
With
on,
Maxine
Jake.
Magic
Get
to
up there,
join
3.
Mackenzie Road. 3 abreast, but Beautiful
Get up there,
Sky's hit
3.
the front. And Beautiful
Yes,
Sky
move
down the
over,
center,
3.
clearing out.
Get up
Trying
there.
to finish on is Peace Posey right down the outside.
Come on,
Is
3.
thundering home out
Come on,
wide.
5.
Oh, Peace Posey
Or
and Nikki
5.
Breeze together. And Peace Posey, beautiful ride.
5,
Kevin Nichols,
3.
he
Look
came
at
from
that.
absolute last, tailed off to win that. From in second placing, Nikki is a breeze, and Beautiful Sky third.
Any combo.
Here's the same-
Inside Mackenzie Road.
Here's the same
The
question.
race time is
Did
1:46.87.
he play the trifecta?
Did I play anything? No, I didn't. I didn't play a single one of those.
You're crazy because I did, and guess what the exact is paying? Exacta alone, 5-3, 133 for 2.
Mackenzie Road, 5, 3,
I played it
4,
too.
7.
I played it too.
Opening
Well done, sir.
55 and 2.
Oh, you're
Half a
welcome,
mile,
guys. You're
51
welcome.
Flat.
Sweetness.
Quarters 115. The mile 140.
We're a team here.
146.87. Again, 5, 3, 4, 7.
Man, that was a monster hit.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You're very
Thank
welcome. I love the
Yeah.
lounge. This is good times.
I think this try is going to pay more than mine did.
You know what? We've had a little calls, and we've been looking at us and done that, but when you get down to it, it's like we haven't done this tonight, really.
Baby, look at me. Look at me.
We got one!
Your money, and you know what else? You're a big winner tonight.
We specialize in making stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks.
You're a big winner. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. I want you to listen to me.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Who's the big winner here tonight at the casino? Huh? Mikey, that's who. Mikey's the big winner.
Mikey, way to go, Mikey.
There you go, Mikey.
Mikey formula.
Woof. Woof. That was good. Bobby D got that one too. Well done, Bobby D.
Good job, Bobby D.
Whew. What does Uncle Sully take back? What was he saying while I wasn't on?
The winner's circle is Peace Posey for a second.
Or maybe he's
career
talking to
victory
someone
tonight,
else in
a
there.
Thrilling win coming from a long way back to win in withering fashion. The Bay 3
There's my boy, Kevin
Danish
Nichols.
Dynaformer from Morningtail. His success for trainer Tedston Holder.
Kevin.
Part owner as well
Kevin.
of the winner with David Bloom. Congrats to Tedston Holder and David Bloom and Kevin Nichols.
10 to
coming
1
home
on
with a
top.
very nice winning
Good
ride
job,
as
Stevie
this
G.
Charles
Got the
Vicky
exact
bred
in try.
daughter of
Good
Danish
job,
Nice.
Dynaformer
Stevie.
Wait,
goes
join
on
the
to
club,
upset
Stevie G. Me
12 to
too.
1.
Oh God, what does that try pay?
Uh-oh. Former, you don't want to look.
All tickets. We
Yeah,
got
oh,
it. They're taking their shoes off to calculate it up there.
What did you play it at 50 cents, or would you play it at?
You know how I play. Come on.
You played it
know.
at $1. Yeah.
No.
No.
Sean,
No.
do I ever make $1 wager?
No. Oh, no. He
$2.
has to no.
You know
no.
everything I post in our tickets is always a $2 wager.
Yeah, always a
Wow,
$2.
Stuart's,
He's got it
looking
full.
at
He's
the
got it
stretch run.
full.
There's an inquiry.
Inquiry.
Oh, an inquiry.
4, Maxine Magic and Beautiful Sky. Some more to come on that as they take a look at what happened in the stretch run.
Oh,
Please note this is a steward's inquiry. Please hold all tickets
Uh-oh.
on race 6.
So the inquiry's on the 4.
Yeah, so that doesn't matter. The
It won't
exact
affect
is,
our exacta,
the
but it can
exact is
affect
home.
my try.
Yeah,
We don't want that because this is going to be a nice try.
yeah.
You know, we got the order in place as the odds should have been. We got the 7-5 favorite off the board, so we definitely
Yeah.
do not want this 4 to come down because the 7 would move up,
Right.
and I wouldn't have the try,
yeah.
and 2 it would affect the payouts a little bit.
Right. If it make you
Yeah.
feel better, I'd have 30 points in stable duel instead of 20. Let's see. What do we do?
Do you see anything yet?
Yeah, if you're watching the 4 down towards
Oh,
the 4's in the pink cap right there. Watch the squeeze right here,
a little pinch.
and see the middle horse take back.
Yep, yep.
Oh yeah,
Was that
yeah,
the
yeah,
6?
yeah.
That was the one. The one took back.
The one.
Oh, okay.
Right, the one was in it
So
when
the one,
they
the
started
one's
the
in the
stretch.
middle right there, and when the 4 comes
Oh
in,
yeah, the one does get hit. Oh yeah,
the one has to take back. I think the 4 comes down.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that would
hate
suck
to
for the
say it.
try.
It definitely sucks.
But not.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the lounge pick is still good. We're good. I've still got the.
We're good.
I'll
That
be
doesn't
happy
matter.
with that.
That doesn't matter.
Like I said, the 5-3 exacta for 2, 133, folks, $133.
We're already cashing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I would say the 4 comes down.
I think so.
So what this
Yeah.
comes down to is who had the top 3 right. Was it me or was it Jenny Mack? Because she had 357 and I had 354. So we'll see. We'll see.
Unofficial.
Jenny Mack, you've been on fire though. Too easy. Yes, you've been nailing it.
Inquiry concludes no change in
No
submission.
change.
No
Every
change.
warranted
Cash 'em.
change to
Ching,
placements
ching, ching,
5,
ching.
347 will
Oh,
become
man.
official.
I didn't want the change. I just thought,
No.
no. I have it for $1. We try.
God, guys, make me jealous. Here I am just trying to figure out my picks and you guys are betting. Wow. Yeah, I agree. The 4 definitely stopped
Yeah.
the 1 from doing
Yeah.
anything.
No.
No doubt there. No doubt there.
Official.
Not Saratoga Stewards.
We're official. We just got to calculate the payout.
$1 try. 161. Wow.
Wow. Great job, guys.
Great payouts all night, and here's another one. The
The
winner
exact pays $133.
$27.90.
Yeah.
860 and
That was a
fourth place across the
$456
board
race.
for 5. 60
Nice.
place for number 3, Nikki is a breeze, and 340 to
We'll
show.
take it.
Exacta,
Guys, check this out.
5-3,
There's the bet.
That'll buy a lot of
$100.
that'll buy a lot of barrel aged
100
stout.
61,
to 249.70.
Super 5-3-4-7,
$249.70. Look at this.
$630.60.
Tim
Double
can go
3-5,
all in the last race.
$2.80. 3-6-3-5. 2,141.40. Well, there's a carryover in the pick 5.
There you go.
There's a carryover.
$4,054.70.
Well, another big winner. There was no way that was going to
Oh
go.
yeah.
Look at
So,
that carryover.
so
104,000 for tomorrow. That'll be
yeah.
good.
So Tim may be looking at Woodbine tomorrow. Yeah. Tim may be looking at
Seriously.
Woodbine tomorrow.
Skipping Keeneland.
Payouts on the
You know me.
Yeah.
I'm chasing carryovers.
Yeah. And it's not a jackpot one either. So you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So
And that's why. If it was a
Yeah.
jackpot, obviously we don't. But
no, but he has it.
that's like extra money in the pool, free money.
Yeah. Nobody hit the pick 5.
Wow.
Isn't that
Unbelievable.
crazy?
Nuts.
Whew. Well, that was fun.
That was fun. Exactly. Now Tim's going to make us finish with even a bigger bang.
A spicy finish.
Spicy thing.
Love
Yeah.
to see it. Love to see it.
As I said to Former earlier, I said we're going to continue that momentum.
Keep it
Exactly.
going.
Yep.
Off they race.
You got to win. I got to win. Now it's Tim's
Yeah.
turn to get a win.
Wide.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Put the pressure on.
Clear. On the inside is Maxine Magic and racing Handy on the outer.
Whether he does or not, he's won money. He doesn't.
I've already got wins from you guys. I'll take it.
He doesn't care.
And on the inside as they bunch right up is Peace Posey. Little between them, Mackenzie Road
Oh.
and now trying to slacken the tempo. Mackenzie Road shows the way by a lengthy road and ecliptic ladybug. Maxine Magic
All right.
third from Beautiful Sky, who is shading.
If you want to mute up, I'll give you my thoughts on race
No,
7.
yeah, sorry. Yeah. So, yeah,
Rafael
yeah,
Hernandez.
yeah.
No problem. No problem. All right. What's occurring? All right.
Oh, he's back. He's back. On the phone.
Maxine Magic
I
in
was kidding.
behind them. Nick
Go ahead, my friend. Sorry.
Poking in there. All right. So the next race we have up, is this
Yeah.
what is this here? It's a maiden, 8.5 furlongs on the all weather.
Yes.
My top play, I'm guessing, 7-2. Currently the favorite, opened at 5-2. Serenading Kitten. Four times in the money in 10 races. I have a unanimous first place ranking from all my formulas. All the formula speed figures are very green for this horse. I've been getting closer to the pace. Jockey trainer sire combo. Not that it's that high, but it is the highest of the group. Seattle Serenade being the sire there. Not a huge sire, but you got Pietro Moran, who I think bounces this up a bit. Winnings per race, winnings per distance. All check out is the highest for me. So that makes up Serenading Kitten for me. I will then move on over to the 7, Miss Bougie. Also getting closer to the pace. Also, this is the second jockey trainer sire combo ranking. The trainer, Jerk Up, gets a high score for me. Blame the sire also gets a pretty high score. Love the recent workouts too, a 47.6 for furlong. Going to be a horse sitting close to the pace, possibly applying pressure, but not setting the pace. Setting the pace is going to be the 6, in my opinion. So look out for that. The horse I just gave you, the 3, should be, I would say, 2 to maybe 4 lengths back at first and second call. We'll see how that all folds out. The next horse I'll giving you what I thought was going to be a price, but has come down, opening at 12-1, Beach Cricket. I've got him as my biggest class drop. I really have good speed figures on this horse as well, especially at the distance, which once you get into that 8.5 furlong range, I really start to take a stronger look at. Got a 6.49 on him for the distance. Is going to be sitting 2 tiers back, a little bit of a close on that one. Yeah, and then let's see if I give you a 4th horse, which I'm going to do. Mia Matoli, another class drop, like Mia Matoli. A little bit of distance for a Matoli, but I think the horse can handle it. It's got a decent score for me at the distance already, 6.06. Not too bad, not too bad. Also going to be a horse that sits a little bit further off. I lost my vision there. There you go. So if I give you an order, 3, 7, 8, 2. Let me get my lights going on here before I look like Dracula. There we go.
3, 8, 2. Is that what you said?
3, 7, 8, 2.
3, 7, 8, 2. Yeah. Okay.
Tom Halleck checking in from Winnipeg.
Yeah. Hey, bud. How are you?
No surprise, he's got a hockey game.
Absolutely.
NHL season underway.
Yep. Exactly.
He's got one of the best goalies in hockey up with the Jets.
All right. So let's see. Okay. So your top pick was the 3, right? And Serenading Kitten is out of Alert Kitten, and that's out of
change
Kitten's
things here.
Joy.
Sorry.
Okay. Rainy night in Peg City. Oh, it's raining in Winnipeg.
Sorry, guys, having technical difficulties.
No problem. Yeah. All right. There you go. All right, Tim.
What about you, Sean? Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So, obviously the 3 at 3-1 is out of Serenade Kitten, was out of Alert Kitten, was out of Kitten's Joy. And who's the best Kitten's Joy horse ever? Oh, that's Oscar Performance. So, exactly. So, he's going to like the synthetic because all the Kitten's Joy's animals seem to love the synthetic. Exactly. And that horse definitely ran a big race last time with Pietro, and this is the way this track is playing, Tim. The race sets up like perfectly for him, just kind of like that Lumen, like the third, fourth, kind of sitting in the back and then just pouncing on the people, you know. So I think the 3 is definitely the play. The 6 is my second pick, Arctic Blonde. I would have loved this horse more if the speed was holding tonight. For my friend Sarah Ritchie. I also need a stable duel, but this horse always tries really, really hard. But ran a great race. It'd be interesting to see if Frazier maybe keeps his horse a little bit off the pace more than he's been used to tonight, but wouldn't be surprised at all if he goes to the lead. But that was my second pick. And my third pick, owned by one Christopher S. Nolan, is Miss Bouger, Steve Cherkop, and Adams. This is one of those drop to the bottoms. Now, sometimes this can be a good move, and sometimes this can be we're just getting rid of them. You know, Zach. And then I put him in third because I was a little bit worried about that the drop seemed a little bit too much there. And who's riding the 7 now, Tim? Do we know?
The 7 is Rafi.
Is Rafi again? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that was my concern on that one. Is I put drop, but why? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people look at those good ways. I don't look at this drop as a great one for him. So on that one, and my fourth horse here was the 9 Sunnyville, Kerry Brooks and Jason Hoyt. This horse has run a couple of decent. He left at the start last race, so I'll throw that race out at a couple of nice seconds. So maybe he could do the try. That was my horses.
Okay. So formula, since you dropped out at the very end there, can you just give me your numbers again, or did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, sorry about that. 3, 7, 8, 2 were my numbers in order. Definitely a heavy formula preference on the 3 in terms of all my ratings seem to rank that one at the top. There was no split decision. The other ones were, I don't want to say unanimous, but it was pretty siloed for me. But again, it's a pretty open race from the perspective of it's a big field. And maidens, obviously, a couple class droppers. I know Sean brought up some good points on the class droppers, and we've seen some weird stuff. Definitely a pace day, right? We've seen that. We've been able to predict it a couple times already, which is good, right? You learn after a few of these races sometimes how to do that.
Yeah.
But from purely a formula perspective, and also trying to keep in the back of my mind pace, that was those were the results I had.
Okay. All right, we'll take a look here. Sean, you have to toss 2 horses in the race. Who are they?
I have to toss 2 of them? I mean, of my 4, you mean?
No, out of all the horses in the race, which 2 are the biggest toss for you?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I would say with this group, there's really no tosses. I mean, Malibu Betty, like if that horse runs in the thing, I'll be shocked. And the other one I would say, Antaliwa is dropping way down, but I just don't, maybe 5th or 6th, but at 5 and 1, I guess.
Formula?
The 5 is my first toss. Then my next toss, because I think this horse has only looked good on turf and has looked less so on all weather, would be the 9. The 5 and the 9 would be my 2 drops. Definitely Malibu Barbie's up there, but in order, it's those 2.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a little money. We got a big bankroll.
Love it. Okay.
I'm gonna spend a little money. We got a big bankroll. We're still gonna at least double our bankroll.
I love it.
At least.
Might as well.
Love it.
But I think this is a race where you take a shot.
Love it.
I think you're in a position last race, and it's like you're up playing with house money. We're not giving it all back by any means.
Nah.
There's no way that's happening.
And when we were here 2 weeks ago, which was the last time we had a lounge because there was no Woodbine last week, we tripled our money. We ended up with over 300, and we're at 248 now. And Tim's going to put us in a good position to repeat last week, maybe even better.
Love it.
Even better. Even better.
Even better. Even better.
Even better.
Okay.
Gentlemen, all right, I told you I'm taking a big swing. We're going to do that.
Sure.
We're going to pay a $2 trifecta key. I think the 3 is a lock.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
The 3 is a lock. So we're going to key the 3 on top of 5 horses, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Okay.
That's a $40 play.
Love it.
We're still going to be over double, but I think we're hitting this. If I had to toss 2 horses, it's funny what you guys mentioned, because if I'm tossing 2 horses, I'm tossing 1 and 5, Sean, which is exactly what you said. Formula, you added the 9. I like the 9 a little bit more than the 5. You added the 5 in third, or the 1 in third, and I just think that they're all pretty close. And the 4 is the longest odds on the board. But believe it or not, guys, I had the 4 in my top 3 picks.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I know when I looked through this, and you said toss, I didn't even consider the 4. The 4 I've got as being a little bit high. I've got the 4 pretty close to Mia Matoli, but I've got Mia Matoli.
So here's the thing about the 4 really quickly. We got 5 minutes here. This horse has been primarily sprinting, and then 2 back, this horse stretches out to 1 mile and 16, 2 turns for the first time. And Deshaun had that horse, second at the beginning of the lane, finished third, but only beaten a neck.
Oh yeah, I see that.
The first 2 were neck and neck, were a head apart, and this horse was just beating a neck. So this horse was right there with Deshaun. And then last race, they go back to sprinting and they put Flores up. So completely different tactic. But now we get right back to Deshaun again. And I think this horse moves forward. That race 2 back looked pretty decent, was into contention. Now back at that level, the last race was also a big move up. Yep. I think it's one that, I'm not saying the horse wins, and I hope not, because we got the 3 on top, but we'll take 13 to 1 underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it. I see the path. I see the path.
And look, our favorite in here, the 3, is a nice 3 to 1 for a favorite.
Yeah.
Even the exactas, when you're looking at the exacta payouts right now, the 3-6 is the lowest, and it pays 10 to 1.
All right. Let's get this. Who's the favorite? Oh, 3 is our favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the 6. Wow. I did not have the 6 as high as the public did. That's for sure.
No, I don't either. And the other thing about the 6 is I kind of faded the 6 because the 6 is the one who's going to be out front, and that has not done well tonight.
Out front has not done well, and we're going 8.5 furlongs. It's a closer's paradise.
Yeah, agreed.
But I see, based on the last race, I gave a real high rating to that, but yeah, I can see it in here. Went the distance, lost by a neck, set the pace the whole way. But yeah, I just don't see it today. Let the public have it.
No, and yeah, I mean, if the 6 wins, then obviously we lose here. But I just don't buy that speed figure either. You look at the speed figure in that race, and it was just a huge move forward, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But
yeah.
That's why sometimes you say throw speed figures out. I think the 3 looks much more consistent at those type of numbers and looks like a better pick.
Yeah.
Sarah's horses have been running really good. I think that's also why they're betting. She started out slow, but she's really caught on the last like 2 weeks. All her horses have been hitting the board.
And you bring up an interesting comment there. We got 2 minutes to go. Throwing out speed figures. I've probably made this rant before, but you know, speed figures are good, but it's all relative. It's part of the data, right? It's there's always some sort of hidden, not to say narrative, but some sort of hidden bias within all speed figures.
Yeah.
And there's some really good ones out there, and they're part of the way to piece through the puzzle of horse racing. But you always have to understand too that they might be biased in a certain direction. Some may show up as being really fast at Santa Anita, but when you compare them to horses running in Keeneland, you know, running the same race, or you know, Belmont or something, they could look slower. And there's always something to that, right? Faster tracks, sometimes the speed figures don't take that into consideration. There's all sorts of factors in there. But yeah, some people out there, I've seen it on X or Twitter, and they think that the speed figures are gospel, but it's the speed figure. He's got a higher speed figure. Yeah. Jenny Mack. Exacta box 1456. She is avoiding R3. That is interesting. Jenny Mack has been very successful tonight.
Yeah, she's saying like Dave Weaver, shuck it out.
She's just betting right against us, Jenny. Thanks.
She is. Because she's got the 1 and the 5 in there. Oh, yeah. Jen, if you crush us, then so be it. Then you are the queen tonight.
She's throwing all those big numbers out there. She's up so much money. She's trying to hit something.
Yeah, exactly. She's trying to like quadruple her winnings.
She'll only be up 3,000 in the night, but that's okay. She'll live.
Yeah. Got the rent paid for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
James White's going 7 all.
Have to order the New York steak instead of the filet. That's how, you know.
We all make compromises.
Yeah, I'll make compromises. Jenny can do it.
It's a rough life. It's a rough
Jenny's
life.
James got a win and play show 7 exact to 7 all. Good luck, James.
Good luck, James. All right. Loading up that mystery 4. As we're getting ready for the last race. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We got over 100 people in the lounge right now watching the final race, and it's been a pleasure having you.
Let's go. 3 over anybody but the 1 and 5.
Pretty much.
There is your 6 speed we anticipated.
Yep, jumping out. The 7 on his heels, 3 grabbing the inside.
Pietro looking good inside on the rail.
And the 5 in perfect position.
Miss Bougie and Rafi right there. Talawa trying to crash our party.
Trying very hard, by the way.
Look, it's just, that's what I'm just saying. It's just like trying to speed the 6 up here, but we'll get going.
We'll
that's
let
right.
that
The numbers were just too slow. Everybody's coming back. Those 2 are coming back to the field.
Whoa, Talawa's going. Leaving the 6 behind.
Here comes our 3, though. But we need the 5 to fade and other horses to come with the 3.
That'll happen. Once the 3 passes, the 5 is going to remember how tired his legs are.
Get that 3 going.
Let's go 3.
Come on, Pietro.
The 2. Mia Matoli's coming too. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby.
Come on, Pietro. Bring
Be
it
a
home,
throw.
baby. Here we go. Bring it home.
There we go. That's what we want to see. Keep going.
Now stay up front, Pietro. We need that 5 to back up. Here come the 7 and the 2. Get them up. Let's go.
Come on, just pass this. Just pass the 5. Someone.
There's my
The
4.
4.
There's my
The
4.
4.
There's my 4. Yes.
Hey.
3, 4, 8, and the 4 was the longest shot in the field.
There you go.
We were just having a nice discussion about the 4.
Yes, yes, yes.
Only winners. Well done,
Only
Tim.
winners in the lounge. That's so set up for Pietro. That's set up perfectly for Pietro.
Pietro knew exactly what to do.
Very nice, very nice. We got the 20 to 1 underneath.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Guys, to give you a little sample, remember we got a $2 try here, but the 3,
Yeah.
4 exacta for 2. Listen to this.
Yes, please.
$161 just for the
Wow.
And what did the 8 go off at? 6? Oh, baby.
Boom!
Oh, baby.
Boom!
Boom.
That was $40 well spent. That's going to have a nice return.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, and remember, I didn't just throw the 4 in, even though we had a lot of horses. I told you guys I had that horse underneath. I love
Yeah, I
it.
know, huh?
You had great reasoning. I saw it when I looked at the past performance. It was right there, just by a neck. And hey, look at this finish too. He's charging ahead. This horse could have gone 9 furlongs and given a challenge. Well done, Tim. Whew.
Thank you, James. Yeah.
Damn.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Nation night. Good job, Bobby.
Look at us. Look at us. It's
Look
been
at
a
us.
big night. I think this is going to be over $1,000 night. I'll take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Should we play the big win? The
Oh,
big
yeah,
win
I,
drop?
I was waiting for the cash out, but yes,
Oh,
we're gonna play the big
Play
win.
it when you want it.
We're gonna play the big win.
Play the big win.
We're unofficial still.
We are. That's true. Let's not jinx it.
Good job, Carolina.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Oh, nice! Look at that.
Wow.
The whole 5 of the same picks plus the try. Way to go!
That's gonna help you out this weekend. That's for sure. Holy cow! Enjoy that one.
Holy crikeys.
Well done, Carolina.
That's what you like to see.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
People in the
Love to see it. Love to see it. See it.
and cashing tickets.
Love
Wow.
it.
It's gonna be a big night. We're sitting at 200 plus this try.
Yeah.
Damn. 20 to 1.
Amazing.
We're not even official, and then they got to calculate.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You
You got to figure out how much money goes to the lounge.
This is gonna be sweet. I have it for $1. I'm excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
The race so set up for the 3. With its stalking style. Even the dog had it. That's the dog had the try.
Yes.
Oh, we just learned the dog gave the try to Tim. See?
Breaking news. Dog had it first.
Dog had it first.
Don't give away my secret, handicapper.
Yeah.
She's like, wait a minute, I had that. I gave that, Daddy.
Yes.
Thank
Industry
you,
audio.
Sully.
Yes, thank you, Sully.
It's gonna
I
be
mean,
official soon.
Without you guys, there'd be no lounge. So
That's
thank
right.
you guys for joining. We're just happy to provide some winners
Had to let the dog out.
every once in a while. I figured.
She was like, I gotta go.
I go cash my ticket at the OTB.
Yeah, she's going to cash it. Exactly.
She's going to the window.
Yep. Senior stable. That is, well, we still might be a few short because I hear those tickets are pretty expensive.
And Mike just beat me out in the Woodbine in the stable though. I was proud though. I put my team in 4 minutes.
Oh wow, well done.
Yeah, my team did pretty good. I did it like 5 minutes. Seriously, 4 minutes when I came on with you, right?
Yeah, you were early.
You're right, but you saw me like with my phone. I put my team in. I put my team in 4 minutes.
Wow.
Almost exactly.
Expectations low.
No, very low. Exactly.
It's official.
Is it?
Try.
Oh, $900.
$900. Oh, $450 for one.
Are you kidding me?
901. Mine gave me 901.30. So yeah, that's a
Whoa.
fucking A.
Whoa.
Man, and I thought I had a big hit tonight, but Tim, you came in and just completely blew it away. Holy crap.
Tim just said, hold my beer.
Seriously.
Hold my stout. I'm going to hold my bourbon.
And to think, Sean was feeling pretty good after race 5.
Yeah, exactly. and they just came on and said, yeah, hold my drink here.
Yeah. We just kept one-upping each other. That was cool.
All right, guys.
Carolina Moon, holy cow.
Are you guys ready for this number?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. So if you
Here we
check
go.
the bottom of the screen from a $100 starting bankroll or ending bankroll, we're number one, $1,111. One.
Wow.
Lots of ones. Talk about ones.
Baby, look at me. Look at me.
We got
Your money. And you know what else? You're a big winner tonight.
We specialize in making stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks.
You're a big winner. I'm going to ask you a simple question. I want you to listen to me.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Who's the big winner here tonight at the casino?
$1 million.
That's a good cut in. Oh man.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Not quite, but we will take it, folks. From a starting bankroll of $100, multiply by a 10, make it 11. 11. Lots of ones, because here at Trust the Profits, we're number one, but everybody in the chat, you're the real number one here.
Love
Very
it.
nice. Very nice.
Glad to see so many people were cashing in. Look, it's a lot of fun and it's always great to cash tickets, but we do this show not just so that we cash tickets, but to kind of share an opinion, have a good time, have a few drinks, have a few arguments and disagreements, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that a little bit.
Yeah.
And, but we love to see you guys hitting. Jenny Mac was like tearing it up. Carolina Moon, big hit in the last. So lots of people cashing tickets tonight. Congrats to all. Great job.
Yeah. Everybody.
This is
Glad you guys enjoyed
one of our best nights in a while.
Oh, this is fun. We're very sharp off the layoff.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
We were storing it up for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Well done, Sean. Well done.
Yeah. Well played indeed.
We were very sharp off the layoff.
I got Keelan money for the weekend.
Yes, you do. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
You got
Keelan and
big
Woodbine. You can
money.
double down. Yeah. Whew.
Thanks for joining, Jenny.
Indeed.
Jenny, let's give Jenny a hand. Jenny,
Seriously.
Jenny, I think finished up 8,900 ahead. So exactly. So I think she was the big winner. She's buying dinner for everybody.
Look, we're over here applauding winning 1,100.
Yeah,
Jenny's like,
Jenny's like,
oh, that's so
I was
cute.
up that after race 3. I had that exactly.
He's like, that's so cute. Your little
And I think,
1,100.
and Carolina Moon. I mean, Carolina Moon. I think hit like
What did her high five pay? What are their
1,300? She said 1,300 for the super high. Yeah.
Carolina.
So I think on one race, Carolina Moon had like almost $2,000 on that last race.
Wow. Good job,
Yeah,
Carolina.
there it is. Because Carolina Moon also had the trifecta. I don't know for how much, but
Bobby also had a few picks tonight.
Bobby had a huge. Bobby was
nice
the
job.
silent assassin tonight. Bobby was just like, I had it. Bobby was a silent assassin. Love it.
Yeah, indeed.
First bet, Bobby was not taken exactly.
Whew. Wow.
Great night by everybody.
Take a breath. Take a bow.
Take a bow. Thank you, everybody.
Good job, guys.
Enjoy your weekend. Hope everyone's wallet's a little bit heavier.
So
And we'll
formula,
see.
you're pretty much going to be similar next week, in and out like this, and then back in.
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to probably find somebody to maybe join with me during the day, because Sean will be up at Woodbine on the track. We'll be able to get in-person reporting. We'll have Sean give us the track
in-person
time.
reporting. Yeah,
Sean, you just need to go up in the booth with Robert and just have him give us a shout out. And
I will for sure. I watch a lot of races with him, so I definitely will.
Yeah.
Make
sure he doesn't give the shout out until they're going into the gate, because we have him muted until then. Just don't.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I'll text you and say, turn the damn sound up.
All right.
All right. Congratulations, everybody. Have a great weekend. Only winners in the lounge.